In the NFL, the Dallas Cowboy joint practice with the New Orleans Saints got a little heated. Last count, there were nearly 7 or 8 dust-ups, including Donovan Ezeraku getting thrown out of practice. They did the day off today to cool off. They'll get busy again tomorrow with the Saints in Oxnard to finish up the joint practice session. In college football news, Texas Longhorns left tackle Trevor Gooseby had an MRI on his left knee and has been diagnosed with a bone bruise. He was named AP preseason All-American first team at tackle. As a matter of fact, several Longhorns made it. Cam Coleman at wide receiver, Colin Simmons and Rasheem Biles at linebacker were also first-team AP preseason All-Americans. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, this is the AJ and Rob Show with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody! Happy Hump Day!
Hump Day! We made it.
Yeah, baby.
One day closer to a hockey
glory.
game where a basketball and a hockey game break out in a football game.
In a practice, not in a game.
Well.
Not the game. Not what I live and breathe for. Not what I, bleed and sweat for. But we're talking about practice.
When that is the newsiest thing that went on yesterday. You know what I mean? If that's the sportiest sports story that we had.
Yeah.
Was a bunch of hot, fat guys fighting on a field.
I do like that they were doing like suplex takedowns.
No, dude, it was full on. Yeah, it was a fight. I mean, at least they did it right. But it just, I just feel like this year more than most, there has been this absolute lag. You know what I mean? So it's easy to look around the rest of the world because that was the highlight of the day yesterday. I mean, that was literally the news.
Everywhere. I mean, I think.
Okay.
Let me make sure. I think it's the front page of ESPN.com.
It has to be.
Saints Cowboys getting into multiple fights at joint practice.
That's the highlight of the sports day yesterday. Yeah. There wasn't even any wrestling.
Even the founder of ESPN passing away.
Well, that was the other part.
That's way down the list.
Well, actually, this morning coming in, listening to our beloved four-letter network umbrella, I'd say a good 15 minutes of the hour was set up just as a little homage to that cat.
Bill Rasmussen.
And God rest his soul, he certainly was a groundbreaker. But that just goes to show. Yeah, I mean,
you're supposed to die at 93.
He lived a good and wonderful life. No sadness here, other than for those who, But the fact is, it's just this absolute depth of nothing.
I wonder if Bill Rasmussen is upset that this thing that he created is now showing nothing but pro wrestling and lady basketball highlights.
Right. This is not what I had in mind.
I wonder if that's what ended it. He turned on Sports Center and saw the Undertaker sit up out of a coffin on the top 10 and went,
No.
Oh, man.
I vaguely remember when that came out, and it was part of cable. And when we got cable for the first time, we had Weather Channel, News Channel, and now Sports.
So this will tell me a lot. What did your cable box look like? Was it the pink slide?
Okay. At first, it was the pink slide or the one with the buttons.
With the buttons.
Yeah, just a bunch of up and down buttons. Yeah.
But you had to get the button one. At least had an extension cord on it, like you could actually pull it.
What's the pink slide,
dude? It was.
Hold on, look.
We're talking about OG cable box. It was. And there was no remote control. It was on the top of the TV, and you didn't turn the channel with it was like a FM dial. Click, 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 click.
Okay.
Back and forth that way.
Dude,
that was Paragon Cable.
Paragon Cable.
I remember my grandparents.
I still owe them money.
My grandparents had a TV remote that had
that literally clicked.
You had to push the button hard, and it was like a
yeah,
and that would change the channel.
But it would just go click.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. That's the pink box. That was our OG cable box.
Okay, so we had this one first, and then we had this one next.
Oh yeah, that's what I had. At my youngest iteration. That's the one I had.
That was when you had. That's when you had the full on cable. That's when you got everything.
Yeah, I never had that pink box. But that also may have just been a San Antonio.
It very much probably was.
Yeah.
Just because every cable company was different, but that's the one we had, and you literally there was no remote.
Just brings back memories.
Oh
man, we were
fighting
over that.
But it was amazing to come home from school, and we got cable in my house at like 82, 83. To come home from school and be able to turn on sports just seemed like, dude, this is living. I can't believe that I can come home and watch a baseball game or a football game on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
It was like, what else are they going to come up with next?
And then they had MTV.
Oh, we don't even want to go there.
Oh, man, that started it for me.
But it was legit. Talk about raised in front of a television. That's when it began, right there. God. And then scrambled porn. We just everything that followed.
99, channel 99. If you know, you know.
Just hoping for that brief second.
Yeah.
I think I saw a nipple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always wish that I knew like a cable guy that could hook me up with a.
Well, I did, and ours was you couldn't hit a certain channel. Like, don't go to channel 27.
Yeah,
because that was the alarm channel or something like that. And periodically they'd come to a neighborhood and like scramble everybody's. They'd just change, like, I don't know what they'd do, but they would scramble if you didn't have the right kind of box or cheating. Every box would go out, even those that had good boxes. So they would catch the people that were. Yeah, you'd have to go in, switch out your box so they would catch the cable thieves.
So I had a buddy named John who his dad he worked for the cable company, and
that's the man right
there. You know, when pro wrestling pay-per-views would come on, we'd go to John's house and watch the pay-per-views because his dad got them for free.
Right. That's the guy with the hookup.
And it was like, hey man, did your dad got the nudie channels too? What's up with that?
One of the first pay-per-view parties, right?
Yeah.
No kidding. $10 at the door.
Yeah. But like by then it was like, can you get the Playboy channel? Because by then, I was of an age where it was going to be real hard for me to sift through like a whole movie on Cinemax for like a 4-second glimpse of a boobie.
I only needed about 4 minutes.
Hey man,
yeah, I'm like
that's all I needed.
Yeah,
I know, but I had gotten to a certain age where it's like, all right, I can only watch so much of Barbed Wire with Pamela Anderson before the one scene where she's dancing, and then I've got to like instantly come on.
There we go.
No, so I was like, maybe you got the Playboy channel where it's just boobies all over the place. But that was
good old days.
We got in I remember it's like 86, we got a satellite dish.
Oh, like a big full size
like
one.
a full size.
Yeah,
follow the space shuttle.
Yeah.
Satellite, and it had like all the porn.
Oh yeah,
all of it.
Those things were awesome, man. My friend that had the big satellite dish, they were the first people I knew had HBO.
Yeah, we had all the movies. It was
wow. What's this?
Yep.
What this is different kind of television.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Movies, no commercials.
Yeah, I always looked at those and thought that would be really fun to skateboard in.
They were huge. Ours you couldn't skateboard in because it wasn't
mesh?
Solid. It was mesh.
Oh yeah.
Big,
I didn't like those.
It was probably 9 feet around too. It's huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yep. And then I guarantee you, like today in places like West Virginia, people use those for shelters. There's like
you could flip that over and live in it.
There's people who live in those things, or at least live under them.
You can do lots.
Hey, you put a tarp over that, man. It's good living right there.
LIBIN.
Keep your meth dry.
Man. Yeah. You put your shine still under here. Come on. Yeah,
that is a good place for a still.
Oh, okay.
Well, now that you mention it, yeah, right, yeah. Good morning, everybody. I'm AJ. That's Rob. Rob survived a scare yesterday.
Oh my
Rob.
gosh, dude. There's doctors I know for sure that at least one. He's not an ER doc, a surgery guy, and I met him at Valero a couple times, so he's a listener. I got my letter back yesterday for my the results of the biopsy of the 2 bouncing baby polyps I evidently
the results are in
for the last 9 months, and I gave birth, and I got the letter yesterday, and I thought, well, could be very bad news.
That's a lot,
especially
a lot because your guts have been on fire.
Yeah, so I've been dealing with all this other stuff that have nothing to do with a colonoscopy. So I get the letter, and I get home, and I'm like, dude, it's about lunchtime.
See, I'm different than you. Like, I would have thought if my stomach had been hurting for the last several days, I would have said it's something related. Like, I've got a cancerous snake inside my body somewhere that's just eating at me.
Well, I knew that I was going to
worms.
Yeah, but I just didn't think the next 4, or I just wasn't ready to open it at that time. So I got it and I looked at it and I thought, I'm just not ready. It's kind of like if you're waiting for the acceptance letter or whatever. I just don't want to see the no
open
right now. So I sat it on the desk, and it was calling me up for the next hour or two. Like, should I open this thing? Should I? So finally, I'm like, I gotta.
Yeah.
So I went and I opened it.
Yeah.
And it opened up, and it's a letter from the doctor, and he said, I examined so and so, and we found it was a description of the surgery, and a really fine description of my colon, and then it went into the biopsies.
Did it say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice?
It had all kinds of really flowery descriptive terms of my colon.
Got the
Evidently,
blackest colon we've ever seen.
It's spectacular and unique, but
It was awful.
so the first one is about
Horrific
polyp.
odor, by the way.
And I'm trying to read where I'm looking for the word cancer.
Yes or no?
I'm just looking for the word cancer or
There's like two check boxes.
just yes or no, but it's
No,
all
benign.
these
Benign. Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. Benign or cancer, one or the other.
Yeah.
So I read, and it's a page, and it's pretty small print, and it's got the results like I'm a doctor. That it's written to like me, like I'm a doctor. So it has a list of all these little tests, and it has percentages and T's and dashes. And I read the first one. I don't see benign, but I don't see cancer, but it's all this other stuff. So then I go to the next polyp, and I'm sitting here like just waiting. Now I'm sweating because I still don't have confirmation. I get to the second one, and it was entirely different language than the first one. Like the test numbers were different. It had a different description. It had all this other kind of stuff. Now still.
It was in Mandarin, by the way.
Dude, it could have been. I could have read it. I could have taken it and turned the page upside down,
Yeah.
and it would have looked exactly the same to me. It was just formulas and numbers and this and that, but no benign, no cancer. I saw some atypical. I saw some other stuff. So I get to the end of the first page, and I still don't know if I have cancer or not. So I turn to the next page, and it goes a little bit further. And it says, we've tried to call you on this, that, like 4 or 5 times over the last, like starting on like Wednesday. And if I don't recognize the contact, I don't answer. And they weren't leaving messages, but it just said call, And then it got to the next part. I got a bill. It was like, and you owe $2.83 for one of the tests or whatever.
I'm not going to pay it.
So I get to the end, and I'm through 2 pages now. And I still don't know if I have cancer or not.
yeah,
Did that make you feel like you must have cancer?
Oh, I was pretty sure by now they're doing this to make me call.
Yeah.
Like, are you sitting down?
Yeah,
Mr.
they.
Thompson?
That's
they
what I
will
would
not-
think, too.
Yeah, actually, they will not write it down or anything, and much less a call. They call you in to talk to you face to face. That's how they told me.
Well, I would hope
Yeah.
so. I would hope that
Yeah.
would be the way they do it. And then because I got to the end of the letter, and it still didn't say either or, and then it had we tried to call you, and then here's the bill, but in case you die, and then and then like here's our friendly phone number. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to make this call. So I call and I'm like, yes, this is Mr. Thompson. Like I'm just waiting for them to come back. Like,
Sound like Jack.
Are you sitting down, sir? Or something like that. I was waiting for that, and she goes, just turn the page. I'm like, there are no more pages. She goes, oh no. And I realized that there's a page 3 on the backside of page 2. And then
So page 1 doesn't have a front and a back?
no, 1, 2, because the second
one blank,
because
2,
the
3?
first page was all about the test. The second one was kind of from the doctor. So the second. So I get to the, and she goes, it just says schedule 1 in the next 5 years. And I was like, where? I don't have that. She goes, well, I don't know. And I at that point I turn the page over and I see it. I recommend given history. Schedule next 5 years.
Yeah.
So for about 6 minutes, 7 minutes, I had colorectal cancer.
Oh, man.
I'd like to say
thoughts
I've
and prayers.
Well, now you know how I feel every doctor's
Dude,
appointment I've had for the past
Victor
15
Brown
years.
and all those that have gotten the yeses. I came as near as humanly possibly could.
Yeah.
And what a frightening and horrible thing it was to think and still not know, man. I'm reading this thing. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I might have something so crazy they can't even describe
They
it.
can't tell you on paper.
I'm like, you don't have a colon, sir.
Yeah, put it this way. If they call you in and they won't tell you anything over the phone. If you have it, they won't tell you over the phone. You have to go in there.
Well, really?
That's how they told me.
I would be pissed. I'd be like, just tell me now,
Yeah,
dude.
that's what I was doing. But they goes, no, I can't tell you. The doctor has to tell you.
And then I would just go, well, I got cancer. I'm not coming in. I can't drive. I got cancer.
Like when they did the ultrasound, of my kidney, on the one side, they were like, oh, okay. They were talking to me all nice. And then when they went to the other one, the one with the cancer, they were all quiet. And I was telling, so did you find something on the other kidney? He goes, oh, I can't tell you.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
See, that's what I was thinking.
Sounds like, yeah.
The vague piece of paper that didn't say anything. I'm like, I don't feel like I do.
Wow.
Trust me, I didn't feel it either. Ooh. I felt okay, but once, to be honest, once I had the kidney out and the cancer was gone, I did feel a lot different. Well, I wasn't dragged. I felt pale and yellow sometimes. I didn't look yellow, but that's how I felt.
Well, I feel pale and yellow.
See? Now they haven't found it. Remember?
That's one of those, like, when you finally finish that and you go, woo!
Yeah.
Let's go smoke a cigarette.
Dude, yeah.
Don't have cancer yet.
My feet just kind of floated around. I'm like, well,
so did you
no matter
smoke
what
a cigar
happens,
and then take some shots of whiskey?
Well, I felt like it.
Ate a bunch of fat and bacon.
Man.
Trying to survive it.
Oh, yeah, and atypical T plus 77. No, I can't tell. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Just be a little bit more literal. Just start off in that letter.
Well,
just like big black letters, N-O.
No. Kind of like the pregnancy test. You either are or you aren't. It's not like.
I think it'd be cool.
They give you a big plus sign.
I think it'd be cool if it showed the doctor going, hey,
exactly. Let's all decide on a meme
or
this.
Yeah, like
Or here's the number to the center in Houston.
Yes.
Yeah. We've made an appointment with you in Houston.
But we can't really tell you. But
for what?
You don't need to talk to me anymore. We got a doctor in Houston that is going to talk to you now. You're too far gone for me to talk to, buddy. I can't help you anymore.
Yeah, and that's the kick in the teeth when they're like, we tried to call you, and then there's part of a bill. What?
You owe me $3. By the way, you owe me $3.
Like for the efforts to try to tell you got cancer.
Yeah. I think if you did have cancer, they'd let the $3 slide.
Maybe I should have taken it that way.
No.
Like we want to get this now because you're about to run out of money.
I'd be like, I'm writing that letter. I go, hey guys, this guy's got cancer. Do we charge him the $2.87?
In fact,
I mean, the guy's got cancer.
No, they're like, what stage is it?
Yeah. You better
it's looking pretty grim.
You better put that on the pink piece of paper then.
Charge that to his estate.
Put that on the pink paper.
Your estate's required to pay this $2.87 fee.
Go ahead and send it to collections.
I can tell you this. If you're waiting on getting paid out of my estate, it's going to be a long way. If you're expected to pull anything out of what I'm supposed to have after I'm gone, you are going to go woefully unhappy. You better keep me alive.
All right. 210-656-3776. Speaking of the medical stuff, I found a story that I wanted to tell Vic. This sounds like something that would happen to him. We'll talk about this. This is insane. This is crazier than your story by far, Rob. We'll talk about that next. It's AJ and Rob Show 94.1.
The guys will be out back.
Stop hitting it so hard.
I mean, right back. This is the AJ and Rob Show. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a few trouble spots as you get into your early morning commute. Let's start on the far northeast side on 1604 westbound at Bulverde Road. This wreck in the left lane, now a 10-12 minute delay. Stop and go from Judson. Loop 410 eastbound approaching Blanco Road. That's a stall broken down in the right lane. This stall at 410 eastbound San Pedro is off to the right shoulder. And road work 35 northeast side of town from 410 to O'Connor. A 10-12 minute ride and about a 15-minute ride southbound Randolph on down to Loop 410. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
Baseball's heating up. Football's coming back. And if you love sports, this is the best time of the year. 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
This report is sponsored by Staples. All right, it's officially the most wonderful time of the year at Staples. They've got back-to-school supplies as low as 25 cents, up to 40% off select tech, 20% off for teachers, and more. Check out all the deals at staples.com/back-to-school. Staples, that was easy.
If alcohol or drug use is hurting you or someone you love, you are not alone. I'm Peter McCarthy of the San Antonio Council on Alcohol and Drug Awareness, known as CICADA. There is help, there is hope. Call CICADA at 210-225-4741 or visit cicada.org.
You know your age, your weight, your income, maybe even the mileage on your car, but what's your testosterone level, and is that level normal for your age? If you don't know the answer, Synergenics Testosterone Weight Loss can help, and they'll do it for free. Go take a free testosterone test and find out if Synergenics can help invigorate your life like it has for thousands of other men in San Antonio. Visit SynergenicsHealth.com and book your free T-test today. SynergenicsHealth.com.
Awesome Tickets is your personal ticket broker. Big games, big concerts, big events. Need tickets? Stay local and call Awesome Tickets. Stop paying all those crazy fees on ticket apps. Awesome Tickets has your tickets for all the sports, concerts, any city, any event. Avoid the ticket app fees. Since 1994, Awesome Tickets is local and veteran owned. You deserve Awesome Tickets. Call 210-226-5136 or online at awesometix.com. That's awesometix.com.
At Davis Law Firm, we know that after a serious accident, every second counts. When you call the Fours, we can connect you with medical care immediately, and we'll start fighting for the cash recovery you deserve right away. Our team of experienced attorneys is ready to help 24/7, and there's no fee unless we win. Call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. San Antonio, Austin, Corpus Christi, Laredo, RGV, Permian Basin. Attorney consultation by appointment only.
Hey, this is Lauren, and a little thing I love about the hash brown scrambled burrito is that it's gonna add the protein that you need. The eggs with those crispy nuggets. It's the ultimate combo.
Hi, this is Maya, and a little thing I love about the hash brown scrambled burrito is that it's packed with protein. Having Chick-fil-A chicken in a breakfast burrito is just phenomenal to me. You have the chicken, you have the eggs, and then you add these hash browns. It's just complete, honestly.
Order the Chick-fil-A hash brown scrambled burrito and Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Nobody builds a business without hearing a few reasons it won't work. Too risky, too crowded, too ambitious. But the people who move things forward usually hear those words first. Because growing a business takes more than optimism. It takes nerve, and eventually, a partner built for what's next. That's Next Rodeo. Big thinking, proven creative. For businesses still moving forward. Next Rodeo. The difference between the business you have and the business you want. Meet us at thenextrodeo.com.
AJ Hoffman, Rob Thompson. The AJ and Rob Show is on 94.1 San Antonio.
One kidney. So it was literally from when I walked into the door, just like when you see in the movies how they rush you to the surgery and then they're cutting my clothes off and everything. That's what happened. Like they cut my jeans, my shirt.
From what I understand, I want them to cut my clothes off and go get that thing out of me like it's the alien.
Yeah.
Like cut me open and take this rock out of my urethra, please.
Yeah. Have you ever had a bladder stone, Vic?
Actually, I don't have a gallbladder. They took it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is a bladder stone the same as a kidney stone?
I think it just forms in a different
place, but it still needs to exit through.
Same stones. Yeah.
Same deal.
All right.
Doctors in Sri Lanka have removed a patient's bladder stone that they think is a world record.
Jeez.
Dr.
No way, man.
Prahalahan Balakrishnan led the surgery, and the patient's a 55-year-old man, arrived at the hospital after suffering a stroke.
Okay.
and they got his stroke under control, but they were trying to get him to provide a urine sample, and he couldn't. He's like, yeah, I'm having a hard time.
When was the last time he had peed? That way he had a stroke?
Well, then they start to check him out, and they go, oh, we need to fix this. They went inside him, and he had a bladder stone that weighed 7 pounds.
What?
7 pounds. And it's the size of about the size of like a Nerf football.
Is it like crystally and sharp? Like does it look like an asteroid?
It looks like a giant potato.
And that was in his.
That was in his.
So I have so many questions. Is it hard? Is it like a rock?
It's a rock. Yeah.
That was inside of another organ that it has obviously stretched out, right? I mean, whatever that's in wasn't supposed to be that big.
Dude, look at it. I mean, it looks like a river rock.
Oh my God!
No.
Like it literally looks like it's something you pull out of a river.
So this dude didn't know he had that?
I don't know. Maybe go to an annual checkup, pal.
I think you might have noticed.
I can't even imagine that being in your body.
Well, his life got better. Even maybe that's what brought on the stroke.
I mean, according to the Mayo Clinic, bladder stones occur when minerals in urine form crystals.
Well, that's a big-ass crystal.
It sounds kind of like what happens with my gout. Like if
except it settles in the knee, in the ankle joint,
in your joints, joints. And it says some smaller stones might pass without treatment. I can tell you, there's no way this was passing through his.
Oh no!
No, that's why. So you'd have thought it is just kind of like blocked the flow. Like I can't pee.
I mean,
dude, the stone that I had was about the size of a BB.
Well,
dude, and I couldn't pee because of that size. Now that I'm surprised he didn't lean over to the side when he was walking or whatever. But
I want you to imagine.
No way.
Having, I mean, it's basically like being pregnant for the last 10 years and just walking around that way, and then suddenly
they were like, hey,
they take. I mean, think about it, 7 pounds is like the average newborn baby weight.
Yes.
So he's been walking around with a newborn baby in him.
In his bladder.
Yeah. Oh.
Hell no.
It was 6.7 inches in width, roughly the same size as an ostrich egg. Dude.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So that's a gallstone?
Well, I'm just trying to figure why. Was he able to just, carry on?
I guess so. I mean, it took him having a stroke to figure it out that this is like.
Oh, yeah, there's something wrong with you, buddy.
Oh.
Dumbass.
Yeah, he was like you, Rob. He kept ignoring the phone calls. He's like, unknown number. Not answering that.
Open the letter, bro.
Please answer. You have a baby inside your bladder.
Open the letter, bro.
There's a rock inside you.
Well, the thing is, he probably read the letter and didn't understand it. Like, I don't know. I'm just going to carry on.
Now, there was speaking of fibroids, there was a story attached to that one where a woman it was back in April, a pregnant woman underwent an operation to remove large fibroids.
Yeah, I've heard about big fibroids before, yeah.
Well, when you heard about big ones, were you thinking like 27 pounds?
Yeah, I legit have seen
27-pound fibroids?
I've seen a lifetime.
I've never heard such a thing.
Yes. And well, when you see where it came from, you realize, well, there was room.
Basically she had the operation to remove it after being told she was going to have to terminate her pregnancy. When she went to several doctors about her growth, she said that she should terminate the pregnancy, have a hysterectomy to remove the fibroids, and she said absolutely not. So, and it ended up being successful, but I think that now she's had to now that she's got the baby out of her. They were like, yeah, you might want to not have babies anymore. But she says when she was 10 weeks pregnant, she looked like she was 8 months pregnant.
I was going to say, that's a large receptacle, a large holder.
Damn,
carry a 27-pound fibroid around with you.
That is wild. I mean, it's like I said, it's hard for me to imagine that kind of stuff because I, like, knock on wood, nothing like that's happened to me. But I hear about these kidney stones and bladder stones. Like, didn't Halen just have to deal with one?
Well, Halen still, when last we spoke, which was last week, he said he still has 3 or 4 in him.
What's
and
he
knows.
He collecting them?
Well, I'm like, dude, you walk around like you've got a box of Tic Tacs in your pocket. You should rattle when you're walking around.
For real.
So he knows. How'd you like to know that I got 3 of these coming? And they're coming, right, Vic? They don't just like hang around unless I guess it turns into this. Like eventually they want to go out. They find the exit.
My neighbor back when I was young, she would. I think she had 20 or 30 kidney stones at one time, and she got both kidneys. And get this: 6 months after they took them all out, she was kidney stone free. Maybe 6 months later, she had about 4 more.
What? You need to change your diet.
Yeah, and she drank a lot.
She eat dirt?
No, well, I thought so. She is a 4 cup of coffee a day, and kind of like you, like 2 gallons of sweet tea, 3 gallons of sweet tea.
Sweet tea is what's keeping me alive.
Yeah, I know.
This is why I don't have it.
And get this. Despite all the kidney stones and she didn't change anything, she still does the coffee.
Well, I think
still does the tea, and she's just going to do what she's going to do. And she goes, "I'll just deal with it." Because
the thing about coffee and tea, like they're diuretics.
Yes.
Right.
So if you drink those, you also have to up your water intake.
And she does not.
That's what
drink
people
water.
don't want to do. They're
Yeah,
like, I don't like water.
Yeah.
Tea's made of water. Coffee's made of water. Don't be dumb.
And she's alcohol like wine once in a while. It's not like every day, but her thing is coffee. And then she switched to decaf, and then she's...
Oh, that'll fix it.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, I'm not a doctor, but I would recommend at least 2 large Yetis of Red Diamond sweet tea.
There we go. Yeah. I'll write you a prescription.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll get into it. We'll get into that Cowboys practice on the other side. It's the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1.
Be a part of the show. 210-656-3776. This is the AJ and Rob Show. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a few trouble spots as you get into your early morning commute. Let's start on the far northeast side on 1604 westbound at Bulverde Road. This wreck in the left lane, now a 10-12-minute delay. Stop and go from Judson. Loop 410 eastbound approaching Blanco Road. That's a stall broken down in the right lane. This stall at 410 eastbound San Pedro is off to the right shoulder. And road work 35 northeast side of town from 410 to O'Connor. A 10-12-minute ride and about a 15-minute ride southbound Randolph on down to Loop 410. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples. All right, it's officially the most wonderful time of the year at Staples. They've got back-to-school supplies as low as 25 cents, up to 40% off select tech, 20% off for teachers, and more. Check out all the deals at staples.com/back-to-school. Staples, that was easy.
The biggest sale of the year is happening now at North Park Chevrolet. Get 0% financing for 60 months on the 2026 Silverado 1500 LT, or take the 2026 Trax for $22,997 and 2.9% APR. Plus, enjoy 2 years of no-charge oil changes and a 1-year wash tub pass on new vehicles. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes from Loop 410 in Castroville. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
Football season is almost here, and just in time for kickoff, the new Roo Pub will be open in New Braunfels, in Creekside near the Buc-ee's. You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch any big game, any big event, and the New Braunfels location will be no different. Heading to the coast, check out the Roo Pub in Rockport, and of course the OG Roo Pub at 281 in Redland Road is the perfect place for your fantasy draft. Roo Pub number 3, opening soon in New Braunfels. We'll see you at the Roo.
$30 million in guaranteed prizes. Cash in this football season in Las Vegas with 3 Circus Sports contests. Entry starting at $1,000, all with no rate. Circa Million, 18 weeks of point spread action. Circus Survivor, pick one winner each week, no point spread. And the Big Daddy, Circa Grandissimo, with a $100,000 entry fee. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. $30 million guaranteed. Visit circusports.com for details.
Uncover the root of your problems and improve the quality of your life. I'm Dr. Torres from the Institute for Functional Health. For more than a decade, we have helped people restore energy, vitality, libido, and drive. Most patients come to us because they feel unheard or stuck. Schedule your discovery day. We'll talk about your history, run advanced testing, and build a personalized plan that fits your life. We have helped thousands of people just like you. Call 210-468-1891. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. 210-468-1891.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Visit mintmobile.com/radio. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Cowboys just about to wrap things up in Oxnard.
They had their joint practice with the Saints on Tuesday, but that was more fight than practice. But we'll evaluate it with RJ Ochoa from bloggingtheboys.com.
And Von Miller, is he going to get his number 40? Has that been decided? We'll check in.
Chicken for life. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
R.I.P. to Frank Beard, the drummer of the great ZZ Top.
They're dropping, man.
I know.
Greatest Texas band? The Eagles don't count.
No.
So greatest Texas band.
Right? I think so, yeah.
I'm not talking, there's others, but as far as what they meant to the world, I'd put them right there.
Yeah, I think, while you might not agree with me on this because you're a little older than me, but I think the other one that would be in the conversation is Pantera.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I didn't know they were from Texas, quite frankly.
Yeah, but also guys who most of them are, half of them are no longer with us.
Oh, so we're down to one. We're down to one.
One from ZZ Top.
Z and Top are gone. We just got one Z left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going through them quick, man. Unfortunate news. Although, listen, I mean, it's
he lived a good life.
Lived a good life. And Willie Nelson's not a band, but I guess he would probably be our top export.
He is by far the
him or Stevie Ray Vaughan.
I think Willie just for longevity, but there's a lot out there. But as far as bands go, I can't think of another band that I'm more proud as a Texan to say, yeah, they're ours.
I don't think so either.
Well, I mean, again, lots of genres, but
yeah.
I guess there might be some country band that's pretty big.
Oh yeah, like George down the street.
But I don't know of any that are. I don't know of any bands that are bigger than ZZ Top out of Texas. So, again, bummer. It sucks, but he's an old man. It happens. When I think of ZZ Top, it's my dad's favorite band, and so it was like I've always got a soft spot for it. But
I don't remember a time in my life that ZZ Top was not on the radio or on a record.
Yeah,
I mean, for my entire life.
Yeah, that was like what I learned how to use the turntable because I was switching out ZZ Top records from El Loco to Eliminator.
Eliminator was my
buying
senior year in high school.
Remember the keychain from the video when the videos came out?
I have that.
Yeah, like I think you have it on there.
I have a keychain on because it was on my dad's car.
The fuzzy.
The
Eliminator.
Yeah, I remember finding that at Spencer's right here at Windsor Park Mall, and I made my mom buy it, and I had to put a poster back to buy it. And that's how I had my keys to the house and to the garage in the back. And, yeah, I ever since I saw the video, I was like, I want that keychain.
Yeah, man. Tres hombres. Tres hombres.
Sharp dressed man.
Yes. So R.I.P. to Frank Beard and Billy Gibbons, the last of the Mohicans, it looks like, with ZZ Top. And I know they'd been out on tour again. Mm-hmm. My mom bought me tickets for my birthday once. Before I lived in Vegas, she bought me tickets in Vegas to go see ZZ Top at like a theater show.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably the coolest. And I've seen ZZ Top probably 7 or 8 times. But this show, I'm talking, I was on the second row of a show. It was one of those shows where it was like a sit-down show. Like you'd have it like the Majestic. Yeah, and I was on the second row.
Never saw anything smaller than a stadium.
And it was like, dude, it was at Caesar's Palace playing the small room at
Never
Caesars.
saw anything remotely intimate.
Incredible. And I had a meet and greet at the end.
And
so I got to meet Billy and Frank and take a picture with them. At that time, Dusty Hill was sick, so he wasn't going out and taking pictures or meeting people. But man, it's one of those things that like I'm glad I did that because now, and that's kind of the shows that I chase now are shows where I'm like, if I don't watch them now, I'll probably never see them because they'll be dead. Like that. So like when I made us all go to the Dylan show in L.A. and Jason and Joe were bitching about Bob Dylan,
hey, man,
Bob Dylan. Well, now you can say, and I've seen Dylan a couple times, but like. It's still, if I get a chance to see Dylan again, it was Dylan and Willie Nelson, 2 guys who knows how long they're going to last. I was like, I'm going to go see them.
Well, now you can also say you saw John Mellencamp.
John.
You can actually
not
put
even
that
Cougar.
Down.
He was just
we
regular
dropped the
John.
Cougar. We're Mellencamp, old school.
Yeah. All right. The Cowboys sort of practiced yesterday. Sort of.
My juvenile self goes, that's awesome. They love it. They're competing. They're fighting.
No.
But my professional self says, what the hell are you doing? There's only so many days where you guys got to play a real game. Like, stop jacking around.
You guys might want to get better at football, you know?
And I, like I said, if you're at the practice and you're there, it's different, so it's fun. But you realize you just blew a day of practice. Yeah. Like literally the day you had to get better, you didn't get better. You don't get very many of those days.
Where did they go? Where was that practice at?
It was in Oxnard.
It was in Oxnard?
Yeah.
Imagine the Saints who paid to bring their whole everything up there.
They bought into it.
But I will say this.
They've got another day of it though, right?
What Cowboy fan doesn't realize for the most part, or maybe Cowboy player doesn't realize, but Cowboy fan does, that New Orleans is kind of like Texas Tech is toward Texas. That the Saints look at the Cowboys like there's something extra special when the Cowboys are involved.
Yeah.
I think the Saints came into Oxnard like we're gonna be what we think we are. And we're gonna be rough and tough and start something. And I don't
think it's a one-sided rivalry.
I do. I think I'll never forget. It's been 3 years ago when the Cowboys opened the season and the Saints came into the Cowboys Stadium and kicked their ass. It was it 40-0, 40-7? I mean, it was the opening game of the season in Cowboy Land, and the Saints kicked their ass up and down the field. And that place was probably already 50% Saint fan in the building.
I remember that because I remember also thinking, man, maybe the Saints are good, and then the Saints were terrible.
But,
and it made the Cowboys look even worse when you realize the Saints weren't even good and they did that to you.
And maybe there's a couple of Cowboys still on that roster that remember that ass kicking. But I do think that there's an underlying thing that the Saints kind of come ready a little bit keyed up when the Cowboys are involved, and it just turned into just a wasted day. Yeah. A fun day, but just an absolute waste.
All right, 210-656-3776. We'll continue talking that Cowboys practice and the Fight Club that was yesterday on the other side. It's AJ and Rob, 94.1.
The AJ and Rob Show. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Fall Golf Classic is back. Round up your foursome, your work crew, your work day golf buddies, and get ready for a fun, laid-back day at Silverhorn Golf Club, Monday, September 21st. Lock in a team for just $500 for a foursome, or jump in solo for just $100 a player. The Fall Golf Classic benefits First Tee Charity. San Antonio Sports Star Fall Golf Classic, presented by the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and in part by Flight by Yingling and PPL Motorhomes. Grab your spot now at sasportstar.com.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. If you've been hurt by a commercial vehicle, every second counts. The experienced team at Davis Law Firm has helped injured clients for more than 30 years. We know the questions to ask and the evidence to gather to help you get the verdict or settlement you deserve. Many cases often involve severe injuries and complicated investigations. So don't talk to anyone until you talk to the force. Call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. San Antonio, Austin, Corpus Christi, Laredo, RGV, Permian Basin. Attorney consultation by appointment only.
It's closing weekend at Retama Park. Get to Retama Park this weekend for the last live quarter horse racing weekend until 2027 with thrilling racing, cold drinks, and fun for the whole family. On Sunday, don't miss the fan favorite Weenie Dog races. Watch the Speedy Pups race down the track or enter your own pup for a chance at glory. Get your tickets and register your dog today at ticketsretamapark.com. Retama Park, closing weekend. Be there.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-550-8841. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-550-8841. That's 800-550-8841.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is the AJ and Rob Show on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
You know it.
What do you say? Hey, good morning, everybody. AJ and Rob, 94.1 on a hump day.
I'm drinking my water. I don't want a 5-pound bladder stone.
I know. Jeez.
God.
Good luck with that.
That's a helpful hint.
Are you like Vic? You'd give everything up if they told you to?
Yesterday, as I sat staring at that unopened letter, I was doing this open inventory of things that I'm probably going to have to never,
Like, what are your worst vices?
Red Diamond Sweet Tea is my primary. That is the thing that I.
Okay.
I gave up the equivalent.
I mean, I'm a
Big Red.
tobacco user.
Is that what you're talking about? Big Red.
Mm-hmm.
But I could give up sodas. That's not a problem.
But could you give up tea?
That is an ongoing conversation between myself and Dr. Jacob Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. I'm allowed a vice.
Okay.
You're allowed to have something that is a little sinful.
Yeah.
And this is my little sin.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I can't have that. I'm not allowed anything sinful.
Well,
I mean, depending on where you are, that's what I'm asking. Like
as I'm staring at that envelope, I'm going, okay.
Yeah.
What am I never going to be able to do again once I finish this and figure out what it's actually telling me? What am I? And all I can think about is you, Vic. And the good news is,
because I don't know if I've got the discipline that Vic has to quit that stuff.
And I agree, but I have seen it, and I don't know how to put it other than I have seen it. I can monitor and he's mentored me. I've seen it being done, and he's survived and he's thriving. So at least it's not this.
I mean, let's slow down.
Well, thriving is a broad,
slow down with
spectrum.
Vic thriving.
But
every once in a while he wins.
I'm still struggling.
Every once in a while he wins on a scratcher, but I don't think he's thriving.
But what I'm talking about is, listen to it. If I was living on a diet of berries and muesli, I would be an angry son of a bitch, and Vic is not. So I'm like, well, maybe it's going to be all right
Berries.
because if that's what I woke up knowing, and again, I'm not deriding it because it's a very healthy life, and you're fine. You literally are as well adjusted as you can be human being.
I had cancers in 2007, so I've been going strong ever since.
So
just because I made those sacrifices.
And I hope anybody listening is going through this. I'm watching Vic live his life. It's kind of one of those things like, well, if he can do it, I mean, it's not the end of the world, is what I was. But I was mentally going through this list of things like, well, I know what Vic can't do, and this and that. That's out. Before I even read the letter, I was thinking, okay, if this is a yes. I'm such a pile of neuroses. Of course, it's spun out.
So if they said no Red Diamond, no more snuff, and no more alcohol.
Well, alcohol. Now there's one other thing you left off that list, but which would be
like donuts and cookies and
no. Oh, I'm talking about vices.
Oh, okay.
Chicharrones.
My chicharron habit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That I don't know. That would be a difficult one, but from what I'm told, I get a free card.
Okay.
But yeah, I would do it because again, I've watched Vic survive, and one of the things, and this is not, I'm obviously a paid endorser, but when I talk about when I went to Dr. Torres and he taught me a new way to eat and a way to understand food, it did change my life. So it wouldn't be the food part would not be the most difficult thing.
What about if they said you've got to be a vegetarian?
Again, it would be hard, and that's one of those things I was thinking about. Like, I probably won't eat more red meat. I'll probably get on those diets, and I was like, oh.
Nope.
That's when I think I would just give up.
Well, see, that's why one of the great things about going to a doctor who understands normal people, like Torres was, he can, there are ways that you can feed that or scratch that itch that might not necessarily be red meat. Or might not be as much, but you still get some. Or you find a way to get around it. And because of the diet that I got on 10 years ago, if something happens now, I'm kind of like, well, yeah, I can do that.
I'll just eat tofurkey now.
It's terrifying. Seriously, dude. Seriously. And you go, can I do that?
No.
I mean, if that's literally the life I'm looking at? And I go, oh, well, Vic is doing it.
I'll take the Impossible Burger, no bun.
That's just tragic, man. And here, will you hold my nuts while I eat?
No.
I don't know, man. I don't want that life. I just want to. I think I would just want to die, honestly. I say that, and people are like, "Oh, you think that?" It's like,
no,
dude. I've lived a life. I just want to be happy while I live, and I don't know that. I think if I got that kind of sick, I don't know that I could be happy.
You know what
Until
I'm
you're there,
scared
you
of?
don't know. I don't think.
What I'm really, really, really scared of, and that's probably why one reason I don't go to your house, Rob, is I don't want to get bit by that tick that makes you allergic to red meat.
Dude.
Not that tick is out there.
That tick got me. I got a tick at Rob's house. My 14-year-old son, you would think I got diagnosed with cancer. I mean, he was like, so what's going on? Like, you need to go to the doctor. I was like, dude, it's a tick. Like, I've had 100.
You had leeches on you.
I was like, AJ, if everybody who got a tick attached to them couldn't eat red meat, there wouldn't be any red meat sold.
I
mean, if you're from South Texas, you've had a tick on you.
I'm just feared I don't want to get bit by
that.
No,
I get it, but that's the least of my worries. I'm like, oh, damn it, tick.
And if Rob had those ticks at his house, there'd be like a yellow tape around that whole property. Like, no one would be allowed on.
Yeah, no, it'd be under quarantine, and I'd warn everybody, don't Don't come in.
No.
Look away. I'm unclean.
All my friends are vegan now.
I'm unclean. I eat mushrooms. Stay away.
Oh, that's the worst when you got to pretend like a mushroom is a steak.
Oh, God. Just put a gun to my head.
Yeah, just end it. You're the one with a gun safe.
I know.
I gotta watch you.
Y'all better hope I never
like
get that
mushrooms
letter.
and some 30-06, please.
You better hope I never
We're
get
gonna
that
call
letter.
your wife. Change the combination.
What happened to him? He got the letter.
Got the letter.
This is AJ and Rob in the morning with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
Brian Schottenheimer joining us here on the Blitz.
I think when you came in, you've set the culture here, this place, and I believe the players are really buying into it, number one, and enjoying it.
Yeah, well, again, it's more about the guys, right? Like when we built this roster, we wanted guys that, again, couple things. They would put the team first. They would put the work in. You can't be a part of this team if you're not a competitor. I mean, it's compete every day. But the brotherhood that we're building is real. But when you look at the pieces that we've brought in, whether it's Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, great people, incredible players, right?
Yeah.
And then you go out and get Caleb Downs, incredible person, great player. That's what we're doing. And it doesn't mean that we devalue talent, but there's a lot of talented players that are great characters and want to be the coach the right way and build the team, and it is that team first mentality.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Still sleeping on that old bed? Mattress Firm's sleep experts can help you choose the perfect upgrade. They'll guide you every step, answering your questions. Shop today and save big during the best sale of the year. They make sleep easy.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If pain is slowing you down, you don't have to live with it. We target the source of your pain for fast, lasting relief. No pain pills, no surgery. Most patients notice results in just one visit. We accept most insurance plans, so getting help is easy. Don't wait. Visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Arasti.com.
Let me ask you a question. Is your roof ready for anything? Well, Stevens Roofing, a locally owned company, has been serving our community for decades. Whether it's a commercial project or residential, or repairing your old roof, or maybe installing a new one, they've got you covered. And now Stevens offers solar. Stevens Solar Solutions can save you money and energy. Stevens Roofing, quality craftsmanship, solar solutions, and local expertise under one roof. Call 210-785-0994 or go to stevensroofing.net.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
On September 2nd, DraftKings Game Day arrives with massive deals, exclusive deals, and an all-day celebration built for sports fans. The countdown has begun. all roads lead to game day. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in all 50 states. That means Texas, from California to Florida. Every fan is in on the excitement. One app, every sport, all 50 states. DraftKings Game Day is yours. Remember the date, September 2nd. DraftKings Game Day is the kickoff of a new season, a new era, and the biggest day in sports history. Get ready to celebrate. New DraftKings customers sign up with code 941SportsStar. Spend $5 to get $150 in rewards within 14 days. That's code 941SportsStar. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves the risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim issued in non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends August 23rd. Terms dkng.co/predictions promo. Nationwide based on sportsbook predictions and free-to-play sports contest availability varies by state.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. With a huge variety of metals in stock, we can help no matter what job comes your way. And we cut to size, because just like taxes and BS, we think metal is better when cut. Metal Supermarkets, the convenient stores for metal. Find a store or shop online at metalsupermarkets.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like a new trouble spot. 1604 westbound at 281. It's a stall right lane block. Southwest side of town, 35 southbound at Loop 410. That wreck is off to the shoulder, so main lanes are getting by. A stall at 410 eastbound approaching Blanco Road and 410 eastbound San Pedro. Both of those stalls off to the right shoulder. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about this morning, call us on the traffic tip line. We'll check it out, 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys joint practice with the New Orleans Saints got a little heated. Last count, there were nearly 7 or 8 dust-ups, including Donovan Ezeraku getting thrown out of practice. They did the day off today to cool off. They'll get busy again tomorrow with the Saints in Oxnard to finish up the joint practice session. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, this is the AJ and Rob Show with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. AJ and Rob, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Vic also with us. Good morning, Victor Brown.
Good morning, good morning.
I just saw that stat pop up on the screen that Shohei Ohtani had his 6th straight season with 30 or more home runs.
Who's that?
Wonder how much money did he have the over on it?
Nobody knows who Shohei Ohtani is.
Yeah, I don't know who that
Y'all keep
is.
talking about this guy, Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
No one knows that guy. No one knows any baseball players.
You think his Kalshi bet came through last night?
I don't know. I bet it did.
I bet he bet the over.
I bet it did. Are you going to hit a home run in the first inning? Yes.
Somewhere,
Got it.
Somehow he's got a translator that's driving a new vet today.
Yeah. 300. He's already over 300 home runs in his career.
Yeah,
it's just is there going to be something that he can do that we're going to finally go, wow, this is
are we to a
more
point,
than I thought he could do?
Well, are we to a point where we're there, where you're like, my God,
dude, I'm telling you, I really believe this. Shohei Ohtani is the most underrated baseball player in the history of time.
I think so.
Like, people don't understand how crazy this is.
And we just accept the fact that he's freaking better than anything we've ever seen, and he gets no glory other than, that's the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Like,
carry on.
It feels like there should be they give out an MVP. Like, there should be a higher level that they give to Shohei, and then
well, he got that award in that they swept all that gambling under the rug.
Well,
that's
yeah.
the benefit of being Shohei. You're not going to be super famous, but at least you're not going to be thrown out of the league.
Dude, he's unbelievable, man. It's funny because I really want to cheer against the Dodgers. I don't like that he plays for the Dodgers, but I cannot help but cheer for Shohei Ohtani.
Now,
It's incredible.
I don't either, and he's not. The thing about Shohei is he's neither likable or dislikable. He's just this ill-defined baseball god. But I don't know anything. I don't know if he's a nice guy. I don't know if he's a funny guy. I don't know if.
And it's not necessarily just because he's Japanese, because Ichiro was the most likable player.
And he didn't speak any English.
No, but
and
you couldn't. There was nobody who was like, I hate Ichiro.
Right, and I don't hate nor do I absolutely adore Shohei. I recognize game. Like, my God, he's the best thing that will have played probably in any sport in my lifetime. As far as you're the best at this. And no one's even close.
Like Wayne Gretzky's the only one that I can even
maybe Wayne, and he's that level. Like, I'm not going to see anybody play better baseball before I die.
No,
I mean and I think most people accept that fact, but they don't treat him like Michael.
No,
he's not getting treated like Walter Payton or whatever you want to talk about, whatever your era was, or Brady. He's certainly not Brady-esque.
But what baseball player does get treated like that?
Well, back in the day they did, and
like Babe Ruth.
Yeah, probably. But I'm thinking
Pete
about
Rose.
Well,
no.
I mean, but obviously baseball's not what it was. But it's just kind of very odd
Mickey
that
Mantle?
he is this good. Yeah, Mickey. He's in the Mickey world. But he's better than that.
Yeah.
He does even more than that, and he's not top of mind when you go, hey, name the top 5 athletes in the world. And you might hit Shohei about 5 or 6, when in fact, maybe he and Messi are the 2 that are currently, and Usain Bolt, the 3 that you go like, I don't think I'm going to see anything better than that in my life. I think those are the kind of things that somebody will eventually, but I probably won't. But I look at Bolt one way. I don't look at Shohei that way for whatever reason.
I don't know why, because I can picture a world where there's another Tom Brady or even another Michael Jordan. There won't be another this.
I can't imagine how.
Where the guy's the best hitter and the best pitcher in the whole world.
And
it's crazy.
And continues just to function just slightly below the limelight. He just shows up, hits dingers, goes home.
Yeah.
No interview, no talk. I don't see him talking to starlets. I don't see him walking red carpets. I don't see him living the star lifestyle, which is part of the adoration, right? I want to see him living the rock star life, getting the fruits of his labors, you know?
And he's got the rings, too. He's already got rings. He's already got 2 of them. I mean, and probably another one this year.
Carry on.
No, it's incredible. All right. 210-656-3776. I got a few stories that have nothing to do with sporting stuff, but I did want to touch on today because it's very, very important. A couple to do with driving, and there's a big story out right now about a guy in Seattle on Aurora Avenue in Seattle. There were calls about a driver who was blocking traffic. And when the cops showed up, they found him asleep in the driver's seat, and he had a pistol in his lap.
Ooh.
Now,
did they go into the protocols?
Did he have to give up sweet tea?
He had an unopened letter from a GI doctor. Don't go to the door. He's going to shoot the tea.
No.
Now, I don't know what would happen if that happened in Texas. Like, let's say, okay, I'm sure. Now, it doesn't say that he was drunk. Maybe he was. Maybe he wasn't. Let's, for the sake of argument, let's pretend he's not drunk.
Okay.
This wouldn't even be a crime in Texas. I mean, it'd be a traffic violation for blocking traffic.
Yeah, but you can open carry. You can have.
But having a pistol in your car is not a big deal. Yeah. In Seattle, it's a big deal. Like, you know what I mean? Now you're talking about whoa, you're not allowed to do this.
Yeah, but I would think any cop that walks up and sees a dude at a light passed out with a gun beside him, immediately the alarms go off, and you might overkill this situation where you stop traffic and you bring in the negotiator and you don't
they brought in
chill.
7 cop cars to surround him.
You just needed to knock on the window and just get him out of the car and get the gun away from him. You didn't need to call in the SWAT team to handle the situation.
National Guard.
Yeah, like, dude, chill.
Calm down.
Yeah,
man.
like, dude,
it's a 22.
Yeah, he nodded off.
7 cop cars for one. Like, all right.
What caliber was the gun?
It doesn't say.
No.
It doesn't say. It just says with a handgun.
It's one of those needlessly escalated situation that probably an officer that had a little bit more understanding of the world would have just kind of de-escalated, gotten a gun, and handled it.
Now, this gal is sort of a similar story. This is in Missoula, Montana.
Fun place.
I kind of doubt that.
I think Montana State is there.
Okay. I don't know. But, you know what? I bet you're right.
I think it's a college town.
I bet you're right. A Missoula County Sheriff's Office deputy was patrolling and observed a Nissan Xterra with an individual slumped over the driver's seat of the vehicle.
I guarantee it was a girl.
Deputy went, because only girls drive Nissan
the
Xteras.
Yeah, that was a chick car.
Yeah, no, for sure. The deputy went to the passenger side of the vehicle where he could better see the female who was seated in the driver's seat, noting she was breathing.
That's good.
The deputy observed a clear glass pipe with a bulbous end, which he recognized as being used to ingest methamphetamine.
It's a piece of art.
This is art. It's a sculpture.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The deputy then knocked on the window. The gal woke up, and she was identified as 52-year-old Christina Southern.
Ooh, you're too old to be doing meth. Stop that.
Southern was asked to step out of the vehicle. She was Mirandized by a deputy and acknowledged that she understood and agreed to speak. According to court documents, she admitted to purchasing and using meth 3 hours prior, which why
are you asleep?
That's what I'm wondering. I've never used methamphetamine, but if I had, in my mind, I picture.
But if I did,
in my mind, I picture if I took that, I'm not sleeping for like a day.
Well, I think a week.
Yeah,
you're up for days, right?
Yeah. She further stated she was homeless and sleeping in her car to avoid trouble in town.
Trouble, you say?
Like Rambo. I don't want you.
Why are you pushing me, man?
I don't want you in my town, Christina Southern. Why don't you just pass on through? All right. As soon as I see my buddy, I'll be out of town. Why don't you go now?
Why are you pushing me?
And then she gave permission to search her car and purse. She also took a field sobriety test, which was a bit of a misstep on her part.
Idea, yeah.
11 out of the 18 indicators indicated that she was impaired.
But 7, you say, said she was sober.
She was placed under arrest, and when read the consent, she refused to provide a blood sample.
And you let the horse out of the barn
well,
already.
And she had drug and paraphernalia in the car already. Well, when they ran the when they brought her in, they realized, well, this isn't her first DUI, nor is it her second, or third, or fourth, or fifth, or sixth, or seventh. It's her 8th DUI. 8th DUI.
Oh, wow.
And she's just trying to avoid trouble, officer. No big deal.
Yeah, right.
First of all,
I don't like to go into town when I've been drinking, officer. 8 DUIs.
It's funny where my mind went was she's got a hell of a lawyer.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what? Put that on your billboard.
Yeah,
I got her off 7 times.
Yeah, you want to keep driving?
Call me.
Call the 7s.
Now the 8th I can't guarantee, but that's 7. Pretty good.
Oh, and I don't know. After my 7th DUI arrest, I'm probably going to be careful about. If I do drive drunk, I'm probably not going to drive with fentanyl and meth in my car like this gal did, because I realize I'm not a good drunk driver. I'm not good at this. Like, there's some people go their whole life and never catch a DUI.
I would like to think most.
But there's
Romo had a 30-year run.
Yeah. You think that's the first time he's ever had a few drinks and drove? I mean, come on. Happens all the time. But once you get busted the 7th time, you say, man, I must be doing something really I'm not the kind of person who can get away with this. You know what I mean?
There was a story I'm looking for. There's a guy in San Marcos in Hayes County that I think he got popped for his 6th or 7th DWI recently, and he got 30 years. So I was Googling that just now, and one of the stories that did pop up was woman gets life sentence after her 6th DWI in Texas.
Life
for her 6th. And it's kind of hard to argue.
Yeah.
At some point, we just can't let you out.
Can't you just say, you can't ever have a license again?
Well, that doesn't keep him from getting keys and driving. I mean, at your 6th,
right.
you are now, at this
You're
point,
a menace to society.
You now need to be treated like you're in a Clockwork Orange. We now need to make sure that even if you're around alcohol, you get violently ill and some weird dressed dude kicks your ass.
Yeah, maybe that's the way to do it. Finally, a parking company in Auckland, New Zealand, yeah.
They park on the other side of the road.
They do. This woman, a 54-year-old, collapsed in the parking lot of a supermarket. And her father told authorities that People were quick. The staff came out and provided assistance and privacy screens. But it was a stranger who took control and performed chest compressions when she couldn't find a pulse. This lady had basically died in the middle of the parking lot. A stranger just melted away once my daughter had regained a pulse, and the ambulance arrived on the scene before anyone could thank her. And he said the woman's actions were truly remarkable. She saved my daughter's life. Her heart had stopped, and she was dead.
Sounds like Jack Reacher was there.
Yeah.
Just out of the woodwork, saved a life.
Daughter was then taken to the hospital by ambulance, and when they went to go pick up her car at the store, it had a parking ticket on it because they were going to give her 90 minutes, but when you die, the car had been there for 5.5 hours. What are we going to do?
I just enforce it.
And she's like, hey, I died. Like, can you maybe not give me this parking ticket?
Sorry, you're speaking now.
It's like, hey, I've got cancer. Can you not charge me $2.87?
$2.87 for the test to prove that I had cancer?
$80 fine for...
I would take that to court.
For dying on the...
I would take that to the New Zealand Small Claims Court.
Well, after the circumstances were explained, the fine wasn't waived, but it was reduced to $30.
Dude, New Zealand, they're hardcore, man.
You died. You tell me. All right, we'll knock 50 off your. We'll knock 50 off your bill. Well, I'll take 50 off of it for you.
30 for our time. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, we got to have something. Somebody's got to. We paid to write the ticket, didn't we?
We got hobbits we got to take care of out back. We got to feed a bunch of hobbits.
Imagine you die and then you've got to pay a parking ticket.
Yeah, well, he died there. I don't make the laws.
Maybe should have taken her car home before she died. That's all I'm saying.
Gandalf will be here and zap you into Sauron's volcano if you don't pay.
All right, 210-656-3776. The Kawhi Leonard story has taken yet another turn. Rob and I talked about the protection that we think Steve Ballmer is under, and yeah, he's under protection. We'll talk about that next. AJ and Rob, 94.1.
Talk to the boys. 210-656-3776. This is the AJ and Rob Show. Some people unwind with meditation. Sports fans yell at the radio. We're right there with you.
You sound like a big choo-choo train.
94.1, San Antonio's Sports Star.
Onyx, I keep having stomach issues. Please make me a doctor's appointment.
Okay. Are you suffering from diarrhea, bloating, gas, or oily stools? If so, you may want to ask your doctor if it could actually be a problem with your pancreas, called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI.
My pancreas? How is EPI treated?
A prescription medicine like Creon, pancrelipase, is used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes. Creon is the #1 prescribed treatment for EPI.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor, and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. You can learn more at 1-800-633-9110.
Before your appointment, visit creoninfo.com. That's CREON info.com.
This is Officer Green with the San Antonio Police Department. SAPD is always hiring. Are you interested in a rewarding career that offers great pay, benefits, respect, and a chance to make a difference? Then visit sapdcareers.com if you are looking for a career with opportunities. The SAPD is looking for qualified applicants committed to keeping the Alamo City safe. This is your chance to make a difference. Become one of San Antonio's finest. Visit sapdcareers.com. For eligibility requirements, visit sapdcareers.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If pain is slowing you down, you don't have to live with it. We target the source of your pain for fast, lasting relief. No pain pills, no surgery. Most patients notice results in just one visit. We accept most insurance plans, so getting help is easy. Don't wait. Visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Arasti.com.
Let me ask you a question. Is your roof ready for anything? Well, Stevens Roofing, a locally owned company, has been serving our community for decades. Whether it's a commercial project or residential, or repairing your old roof, or maybe installing a new one, they've got you covered. And now Stevens offers solar. Stevens Solar Solutions can save you money and energy. Stevens Roofing, quality craftsmanship, solar solutions, and local expertise under one roof. Call 210-785-0994 or go to stevensroofing.net.
Awesome Tickets is your personal ticket broker. Big games, big concerts, big events. Any city. Need tickets? Stay local and call Awesome Tickets. Stop paying all those crazy fees. Call 210-226-5136 or online at awesometix.com. That's awesometix.com.
That pallet of pavers collecting dust? The beginnings of a garden? Those stray fence posts? Are you haunted by half-finished projects on your land? John Deere is here to say, not anymore. Our compact tractors allow you to swap implements easily, and they're backed by the nation's largest dealer network. You always had the right idea, and with the right tools, those projects can get finished for good. Nothing runs like a Deere. Learn more at johndeere.com/compact tractors.
AJ Hoffman, Rob Thompson. The AJ and Rob Show is on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oochie bang bang, oochie walla walla. Hey, good morning. All right, Kawhi. I'm gonna play a little audio for you here. Some stuff about Kawhi Leonard. Here is. I'll just let the audio speak for itself here.
Well, one of the things that our sources are telling us that the NBA is looking at is the nature of the introductions that the Los Angeles Clippers help facilitate between Kawhi Leonard's camp and various team sponsors. Now, the Clippers have been upfront and adamant ever since this began that their introductions have been above board, that it's standard practice around the league. And other sources that we've talked to have told us that if the crux of the NBA's case is focusing on the introductions and not specifically hard evidence of salary cap circumvention, that they didn't expect that this would be a case that could survive arbitration. That is the next step in a potential process towards a resolution in this matter.
Okay, so now let's look a little bit ahead, because what does this now mean for that pending trade that we have between the Clippers and the Raptors, and then also all the players that are involved?
It's a great question. The fact that there's a bit of a logjam, I would say, between the Clippers and the NBA, it doesn't really add any clarity as to when there could be a resolution for this trade. Both of these things are kind of entangled in each other, and one is in some ways kind of holding up the other. Now, I think there's two important dates to keep in mind. In mid-September, there's going to be an NBA Board of Governors meeting, and I think that will serve as kind of an inflection point as to we might have some clarity by then. If not by then potentially by the end of the month at the very least, when Media Day and training camps are set to begin for the coming season. So those are the next dates that I would keep in mind towards us having some clarity on this matter. But that's kind of... I would say those would take some time.
So, and the reason why this is being talked about now is the NBA has found no evidence showing that Steve Ballmer funneled money through sponsors to pay Kawhi to circumvent the salary cap. Now, what the league is focusing on is whether the team introduced Kawhi to sponsors constitutes a violation prohibiting salary cap circumvention.
And the NBA, and their defense is, hey, this is pretty common. One of our jobs as an NBA franchise is to make sure that our players are marketable, and we introduce them to a lot of potential sponsors. That's just part of what we do as part of doing business, and that's their defense. Like, hey, all I did was introduce them. And then whatever happened between them. Well, that's such a crock of BS.
So since they can't prove that they funneled money through these companies, what they can do is say that the Clippers are guilty of failure to supervise their employees.
Yeah, that's the slap on the wrist.
Yeah, there's not going to be a real punishment for that.
This strikes me, when you watch mob movies and they talk about when you're standing with a made guy, he introduces you as a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And if you're a made guy, you're introduced as a friend of ours.
Yeah.
And I feel like when Steve Ballmer facilitated these meetups, he said, "This is a friend of ours." Wink, wink.
Yeah.
And just walked away. I have I have perfect plausible deniability. But I told you, if you want to put this brand new scoreboard in my new building, you're gonna pay him.
Yeah.
And I told
or we'll
the
look
tree
at another
company,
bid.
Yeah, or somebody else. And I told the tree company, if you want my investment or you want me to talk to my buddies who are going to invest, you're going to pay him.
I like
wink,
that
wink.
I like that we've just now. I think maybe me joking about it being a tree company has now convinced, because I think about it the same way too now. It's like a green banking company.
Yeah, it's not.
But
a tree
I still
company.
call it a tree company.
A tree trimmer. But so yes, you can plausibly deny it, and that's all the NBA wants. They don't want him to get in trouble. They can. It's kind of like the Ohtani thing. If we can find plausible deniability, that's all we're after. The investigation has stopped. There's no need to go any further.
Yeah. The Clippers, for their side of it, said that we did introduce players, including Kawhi, to companies which we had business relationships. Making these introductions between players and team partners is both an ordinary practice by NBA teams and a common request of players and representatives.
It is.
That's all normal
that's
stuff.
That's part of doing business. But the way you introduce him, like he's a friend of ours or a friend of mine, is that's where the gray area is. That Ballmer, who functions in that area as a billionaire, knew exactly what he could and couldn't do. He had perfect advice. They played this perfectly. They knew exactly how to pay under the table. And it tells me, because it was played so perfectly, that there's probably some owners out there going, better not look at my books.
And I mean, we'll keep in mind also that the first the banking / tree company was a company that Ballmer was investing in.
Yes, and so he tells them, look, you want more money? You're going to pay him.
And then the other one was a company that Steve Ballmer was doing business with. Like they were building they won a bid to put a scoreboard in the stadium.
The biggest scoreboard anybody had ever seen, multi-million-dollar deal. And over the life of the contract, hey, you're going to pay him a little bit of money. It'll come out of my side. You know, the wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know how to do this. And I'm pretty comfortable saying, and it's certainly alleged, that if Ballmer's doing it, other teams are doing it too.
I have no doubts about that.
I think the NBA is like, all right, plausible deniability, investigation done. We're going to let this go quiet. Right about the dates that we just heard Bucher telling us, either the beginning of training camp or this meeting of governors, which is when it's going to happen. They're going to go, nothing to see here. Trade Gary's on. Let's go play basketball. That's what's going to happen.
There's no when Adam Silver came out and said it's on us to prove that something went wrong. Like, you're not going to be able to prove it.
That's why they say it like that.
So if you remember this in the year 2000, go all the way back to 2000. And the NBA took 5 first-round picks from the Timberwolves.
From McHale, yeah.
No, it was for Joe Smith.
Yeah, but McHale was the head coach or the GM that did all that.
Yeah, and basically what they did was the team had signed a secret agreement with Joe Smith that said you were going to get, when your contract's up, you're going to get a new multi-year, multi-million-dollar extension. Where they screwed that up was there was physical evidence of it.
He kept the contract in a desk drawer. He said, here it is, and when we need it, it'll be right here. And they had evidence. They found the paper.
Teams now have found a way to not have to deal with that. And when you go through these other companies, okay. I mean, this is going to, first of all, this is going to be hard to prove for anybody. So this could happen more and more now. This, you said it probably is happening more, and it probably is. If it wasn't before, it will be now.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think that Ballmer wrote the book on paying guys under the table.
No.
But I think that when you look around the league, it's to the benefit of the league in some circumstances where a team is salary cap strapped and you can find a way to keep a star in town. There's a vested interest in the league to kind of make sure that the guys that might all end up on one team in one place just because of, now you can ensure that there's a little bit of money under the table to keep things even as possible. But we don't want to know that, and certainly we don't want to see it when it's evident with a dude that we know is a known mercenary that has gone and blown up franchises before. Now you go, now I understand how this all happened.
Yeah. All right. 210-656-3776. Coming up in the program, Rob found some audio yesterday of a working gal who we're going to have to do some detective work on who she was working with.
It's like, what's the site? The Soft White Underbelly or something like that.
Yes.
Did you read what? It's a
yeah.
good story.
So we'll hear from that. Later on in the show, we'll have Dr. Jason Garrett on, of course. We'll also, in the 9 o'clock hour, have Craig Way, voice of the Texas Longhorns, on with us to preview their season as we get closer to football time. So we got a couple guests coming up in the show as well. It is the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The AJ and Rob Show.
How do you feel this morning? Did you wake up pain-free, ready to attack the day? I hope so. Attack it. Go do what you got to do. You're doing things right. But a lot of us, boy, we woke up something painful, just slowing us down, keeping us out of life, whether it's bad feet or maybe you got a frozen shoulder or ankle. Maybe the weekend's honeydews have just left you incapacitated. Whatever the case is, if you're living in pain, stop. You don't have to live that life. There's a fix out there that will take care of you quick. It's called Arasti. Arasti providers are all around San Antonio. These are highly trained medical experts with one job in mind. That's to get you out of pain. And the reason they're so successful is how they do it. It's the hands-on approach. They find out what's bothering you, literally what is bothering you, and they fix the problem. And I'll tell you what, it sounds basic, but it's not modern medicine, is it? They're doing it modern. They take care of you fast. On average, under 4 visits gets their patients back in the game. So what are you waiting on? They accept most insurances, and you never need a referral. So call them right now. The number is 1-800-404-6050. The website is Arasti.com. And the thing about Arasti is they've got a map of all the providers at their site. So I promise you, there's one less 10 minutes from where you are now. You can literally get fixed today. Don't let pain keep you out of your life. Call Arasti today. Let them take care of you. They're going to get you fixed. And when they do, come on by. You can thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Just cleared one of our trouble spots. That wreck on 1604 westbound Bulverde Road, now clear. This stall at 410 eastbound approaching Blanco Road and 410 eastbound San Pedro. Both of those are off to the right shoulder, so those should be clearing soon. And we do have an accident at Castroville at Acme. This one just came in west side of town. And 35 northbound, 410 up to O'Connor. That's road work through the Windcrest area. About a 7-8 minute travel time. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time saver traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Fall Golf Classic is back. Round up your foursome, your work crew, your work day golf buddies, and get ready for a fun, laid-back day at Silverhorn Golf Club, Monday, September 21st. Lock in a team for just $500 for a foursome, or jump in solo for just $100 a player. The Fall Golf Classic benefits First Tee Charity. San Antonio Sports Star Fall Golf Classic, presented by the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and in part by Flight by Yingling and PPL Motorhomes. Grab your spot now at sasportstar.com.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Every now and then you find a deal that actually feels like a win. With Straight Talk Wireless, you get more and pay less. Now that's a good deal. No contracts, no credit checks, no surprises, all on Verizon's 5G network. Find it in the same place you've always found straightforward prices, exclusively at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
If you've been hurt by a commercial vehicle, every second counts. The experienced team at Davis Law Firm has helped injured clients for more than 30 years. We know the questions to ask and the evidence to gather to help you get the verdict or settlement you deserve. Many cases often involve severe injuries and complicated investigations. So don't talk to anyone until you talk to the force. Call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. San Antonio, Austin, Corpus Christi, Laredo, RGV, Permian Basin. Attorney consultation by appointment only.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
It's closing weekend at Retama Park. Get to Retama Park this weekend for the last live quarter horse racing weekend until 2027 with thrilling racing, cold drinks, and fun for the whole family. On Sunday, don't miss the fan favorite Weenie Dog races. Watch the Speedy Pups race down the track or enter your own pup for a chance at glory. Get your tickets and register your dog today at ticketsretamapark.com. Retama Park, closing weekend. Be there.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
$30 million in guaranteed prizes. Cash in this football season in Las Vegas with 3 Circus Sports contests. Entry starting at $1,000, all with no rate. Circa Million, 18 weeks of point spread action. Circus Survivor, pick one winner each week, no point spread. And the Big Daddy, Circa Grandissimo, with a $100,000 entry fee. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere. $30 million guaranteed. Visit circusports.com for details.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $3 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In college football news, Texas Longhorns left tackle Trevor Gooseby had an MRI on his left knee and has been diagnosed with a bone bruise. He was named AP preseason All-American first team at tackle. As a matter of fact, several Longhorns made it. Cam Coleman at wide receiver, Colin Simmons and Rasheed Biles at linebacker were also first team AP preseason All-Americans.
This is Jason Minix, and you're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is crazy, but here's my number. So call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby, but here's my number. So call me maybe. Oh, what a song.
Hey, when are you getting your hat?
Sometime this week. Why, you want to see it?
I do. I just saw a thing on my email of fall hats that you can't miss. And I thought, oh, you got a silver belly coming.
Yeah. Yep. I'll bring it in. Although my wife might tell me I'm not allowed to have it till my birthday because it is a birthday present.
Oh,
which,
wow.
So a week from tomorrow, that'll be my. I'll be 46 years old.
Wear that and nothing else.
46.
46 years
You're
old.
A baby.
What?
I'm 55.
Well, yeah, you're an old. I'm just I'm a regular aged person. You're an elderly.
Yeah.
That's all.
I don't even know where I am.
No, you're gross.
Oh, God.
You smell like
death,
mothballs and
mung beans.
Mothballs and blanket.
All right, Vic. We've got some audio from this gal who's a lady of the night, or she's a working woman.
And
I don't know what the appropriate term is these days.
She's not unattractive.
No, very beautiful woman. But while they were interviewing her, she said a couple things that jumped out, particularly one about San Antonio.
Well, this is the site is a person that interviews people that are either in sex work or sex work adjacent.
Yeah.
So
this gal's in sex.
Yeah, and because this popped up on the reel, and then I started looking at who this person interviews, and it's always the story of somebody in some sort of industry that involves this. So,
And we don't know this gal's name.
no,
but
she has an affiliation with San Antonio, which is the reason this stuck.
Well, let's hear a little bit of it, Vic, and I'll tell you when to stop it.
All right, here we go.
No, wait. It's the little things, really.
All right, hold on here. First of all, this guy paid her $20,000. $20,000 for her to pee on him.
And nothing else happened.
No sex.
No sex.
I love my favorite line of this whole clip is she says, "That was the best day of my life."
All right, but I'm going to need a lot of beer.
Wow. I wish my piss was so valuable that someone would give me $20,000 to waste it on them.
It is.
Meanwhile, there's that guy. Meanwhile, there's that guy at the Morgan Wallen concert who got arrested for peeing on a family,
I'm like,
and
you
now
don't
this
need-
guy's getting $20,000.
Can't he
or this
just?
gal.
Why do you have to spend so much money? There's a lot of people pee on you for a lot less.
Not her.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
but
although
the thing is, he's not completing the deal. He's not. There's no quid pro quo for
no,
this.
he wants to be humiliated. He's one of those
yeah, but
guys.
you can be humiliated by ugly women.
Well, but it's not. It doesn't feel.
I
As
guess
good.
not. But man, dude, if you're paying $20,000, you get the whole package.
Also, the fact that she said that's the best day of my life tells me she would have peed on him for like $2,000.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Why I think you're negotiating and starting from a little bit higher number than you need to.
Yeah, like you come out with like $200, and she's like, "No, I don't do that kind of stuff for $200." And you go, "All right, well, what's your number?" And she goes, "Probably $5,000."
$5,000.
And you go, "All right, what
All right.
about $2,500?" And she goes, "Yes, because no one will ever pay you $2,500 to pee on them and just walk away, and that's it.
Gross.
That's all you need."
That's awful, man.
I mean,
don't you just know how you negotiate with a prostitute?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's pretty simple math,
Jeez.
guys. You don't ever offer the prostitute the high
No,
end.
you start low and work your way up.
You ask them what they're like.
Yes.
Hookers have what's called a menu.
Yes.
And they will show you, hey, this is what it
Yeah.
costs. And if you want something off menu, it's like market price. You say, what's the market price on?
Okay.
What's the market price on piss play today?
Ugh.
Well, I had a couple beers, so
And
I
then
never
if
negotiated
we
that,
hurry,
yeah.
it's a little bit cheaper.
and then she might go, oh, let's $5,000, and it'd be like, it's a little out of my range. I was thinking more like $2,000, and it like just going up and say, hey, I'll give you $20,000 to pee on me. That's a bit of a misstep by this guy.
So this is what caught my attention. Hearing
Yes,
that.
this is the
But
grab.
then the interview gets really interesting.
Okay, here we go.
This happened, and that's all we did. I wore like this dress, and I'm not judging. I was like, this is so cool. I'd be more than glad
More than
to do
glad.
this for you. And yeah, I hope he's doing so good. I think about him often. I'm like, I hope that man's doing.
I hope he's doing.
Absolutely
I hope he's doing great.
I hope
man.
he's doing
Been a
great.
sugar baby before as well.
Mhm.
Tell me about that.
The ones that I've had relationships with, I am so thankful and appreciative for them because they've been able to help me a lot and teach me a lot of different things. Specifically, the one in San Antonio, I think that he really inspired me to, like, take really good care of myself. He was a athlete, and I was just like, wow, I'm learning so many new things every day.
What are you
about
learning?
Different things, like,
Oh.
and like taking a peek into their life and like seeing like what they do and how they do it and everything like that is so interesting because I love
A
to
professional athlete?
What'd you say?
A professional athlete?
Yeah, but even just like the other
Okay,
ones.
right
like,
there.
Pause it,
Did you
pause
notice
it.
the pivot?
CEO.
The NDA came into effect right there. She changed the subject. Like she has signed something like if you say anything.
I can't really talk about this.
But she pivoted.
Because when she first said my sugar daddy in San Antonio, I said, is she really going to drop the dime on Joe Reinagle right here? and then she was like, oh, he's a pro athlete. And Joe, like, I picture Joe Reinagle, who? Thank God, man. I thought she was going to tell on me.
Yeah, he does pee a lot.
So, yeah. 20 grand. So,
man, 20 grand a pop.
A professional athlete in San Antonio.
Right.
So my assumption.
There's only one
by
professional
correlation,
team. Yeah.
It's a San Antonio Spur.
Or
well,
that soccer team.
I think if
those guys make like 30 grand a year though.
I don't think they're in the economic
It's
strata.
hard to get a sugar baby when you're making 30 grand a year.
She didn't say active. What was the Spur that flashed people?
Oh,
I don't think he had enough money to run in her circles.
No, wasn't he a first round pick?
Primo.
He was a first round pick.
Yeah, he didn't get to spend much of that money. That was taken away from him pretty quick.
Got voided.
Yeah, that was he got a couple of checks. That was about it.
All right.
She's so young by the video. Now, I don't know the age of the video.
Yeah,
but it seems pretty recent to me.
Maybe it was.
And she said later in the interview that all of her sugar daddies were unmarried.
Mm-hmm.
So that fits the current roster. We don't have too many married Spurs right now. She looks about the age of some of these young fellas. I'm just saying, somebody got themselves a little bit of sugar in a dish.
Okay.
A bit of.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd think if you
everyone's got their thing.
Yeah, but if you're a pro athlete, why do you need to have a sugar baby? Now I know that you eliminate the fluff.
Yeah.
You are there for a reason.
Well,
and that's it.
Yeah.
And when that reason is over, you leave.
Yeah. But you also don't have to deal with
that's it. Yeah.
They ain't going to argue with you. They ain't going to tell you how to spend your money. You're going to hand them some dough. Shut up. Do what you need to do.
She's not going to get pregnant. She
No.
ain't gonna get knocked up because I will continue to pay her as long as she's not. So I just feel like that there's a Spur in here that might be a little sweaty. Don't talk about it
well,
anymore.
It depends on when this was. What if it was Becky Hammond?
Well, it could be. But, no, she repeatedly said he.
Oh, okay.
She did say he.
All right.
So it could have been. Not that there's any difference, but I'm just.
What do you think the likely, if you were ranking the probabilities
of the current Spurs, who would be the most likely candidate?
Well, current or recent?
Rodman.
Well, I mean,
she's too young. Yeah,
so
she's like.
This looks like
What do you
somebody.
think she is? 23, 24?
By the video, not much older than that.
Okay,
but I don't know how old that video is. It could be a 10-year-old video.
That's
but
true.
when she made the video, she looked pretty young.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you look at the young brothers, a little bit of money, and there's 4 or 5 possibles. 4 or 5 possibles.
Do you think that it wouldn't be someone younger than her? Rob.
No.
See, the thing is,
Rob,
you can
let me ask you this. Let me put you in the shoes of a millionaire for a second. How old are you?
61.
Now, if
I'm
you were
60, I'll be 61.
If you as a 60-year-old man and you were going to start paying some gal to come around and have sex with you, would you choose a 63-year-old woman?
No, I'd be much younger.
Of course.
So
that's what I'm saying.
So, I mean, if you're gonna do it, you got to go all in on this.
Yeah.
But so, do you think it's an older Spur, or maybe
I think it's someone older than
like a
her.
retired Spur?
I don't think it's one of these like the teenage Spurs. I don't think.
So
it's,
you don't think it's a current young brother?
I don't think it's Castle, Wimby, or Dylan Harper. Like it's not that kind of a Spur. It's older than that.
I also thought it might be like a mid-level dude too.
Yeah, like I could see it being like a mid-20s Spur. Now, but also it's got to be someone who was either a first-round pick or who got a second contract.
Yes. And there's not too many of the mid-level dudes. It's mostly kids, unless there was the ones that were just passing through. So over the last 2 years, let's look at players that are just passing through.
Yeah.
That showed up. She flew in, obviously, not from here.
Yeah.
Because she said San Antonio, like down there, over there. So she's flying in to meet this cat when he's available.
I think it's Primo.
I just don't think Primo got off doing other stuff, man.
I know.
If she'd have been paid off and doing that stuff, we would still have him.
That's true.
Devin Vassell is not married.
Yeah, and he's been.
He got some money.
Keldon's been here a minute.
Is Keldon married?
Not that I'm aware of.
I think Keldon would. He'd have to go to like Farmers Only to get someone who's into like. Ain't a lot of sugar babies looking to go out and feed the goats.
I'm not sure I don't think she gets to go to the ranch.
Okay.
I think they've got a little hideout, little pied a terre.
Okay, maybe so.
But I'm just looking at the guys that are potentials, and Devin and Keldon are the ones that came to mind first because they've been here a minute. They've certainly both were talking second contracts. Both of them have something to lose, so keep things on the down low with the DNA or the do not disclose paperwork. So I think I'm just saying.
Because the old dogs, like De'Aaron's married, Harrison Barnes is married.
And those guys have been scrutinized. I don't think that if they had, we'd have found out.
I think it'd be like that's why I don't think it could be like a superstar.
No.
Like it has to be like you're a known NBA player. You've done enough to get that second money, get the good money, but you're not a big enough star that it's going to be obvious.
And I'm going to just throw it out there. Tony Parker would be a very likely candidate if the age
I think too big of a star, though.
Yeah, but if the age matched up. Like if this was like a 5-year-old video, 10-year-old video, and Tony was still...
No, that's true.
Still, I'd be like, most likely candidate.
But the thing about Tony is, the thing about Tony and Tim, for that matter, is when you get to be a certain level of player, and Wemby falls into this too, when you're a certain level of player, like people are taking pictures of you everywhere you go.
Yeah, you can't.
Like you're not... somebody would have seen them together
somewhere.
You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely. And the way she spoke, she was amongst this player and other people because she talked about living their daily life and how they handled stuff. So no, it wouldn't be a superstar. I don't think it would be that level. But you look at the history and look at the past, and you go, if this was 10 years ago, I'd say this is Tony.
I want to know. I wish I knew.
Well, I get the sense.
Which one of the Spurs had her?
Mm-hmm. And what did she?
She's very alluring.
Well, did she bring out her specialty, her $20,000?
Well, that was the best day of her life.
Well, maybe she's like that's what she does.
The best day of her life
with a tarp and a $20,000.
I'm not gonna lie. If someone paid me $20,000 to piss on them, that might be the best day of my life too.
Yes,
like I would be. Can you even imagine?
As long as you don't look at me weird.
I'd make solid eye contact with you if you wanted.
I'm a shy peer anyway, so
I'd look you dead in the face while I did it.
Well, that's where I'd be paying.
Oh,
you're gonna pay. You're gonna get it. You're gonna earn it.
You think so?
That's probably if you're paying $20,000, that's where you want it. I would think.
I don't know.
I mean, if you're all in, you're all in, right?
That's embarrassing. I get, but I guess that's what you're paying for, right? You're paying for that shame.
That's what I'm saying, the $20,000.
You're paying for the shame.
That was a good one. Got up my nose. That was a good one.
Ooh,
that was a good one.
All right, 210-656-3776. You'll need that number because we're gonna give away tickets to the Comedy Bang Bang tour coming up on. You know what? I'll do that right now. How about that, Vic? Can I do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Comedy Bang Bang Tour, September 10th at the Aztec Theater. I've got 2 tickets. You want to go get some laughs in? You can get them if you're caller number 4, 210-656-3776. And if you don't win them, you can buy them at livenation.com. All right, we're about halfway there on a hump day, which is always a good time of the week for us. I've got the latest in the Matt Miller saga. And it involves Patrick Mahomes.
What?
What you say? Oh, this radio tease just worked on you, didn't it?
3 degrees of separation.
This radio tease just worked on Rob.
Get in the same story.
We'll talk about whether or not Patrick Mahomes is cheating you out of your fantasy football money. We'll talk about that next. AJ and Rob, 94.1.
San Antonio Sports Star has South Texas' biggest sports stick, enhanced by Dr. Boom Boom Powell. KTFM Floresville, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Just cleared one of our trouble spots. That wreck on 1604 westbound Boulevardy Road, now clear. This stall at 410 eastbound approaching Blanco Road and 410 eastbound San Pedro. Both of those are off to the right shoulder, so those should be clearing soon. And we do have an accident at Castroville at Acme. This one just came in west side of town. And 35 northbound, 410 up to O'Connor. That's road work through the Windcrest area. About a 7-8 minute travel time. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Fall Golf Classic is back. Round up your foursome, your work crew, your work day golf buddies, and get ready for a fun, laid-back day at Silverhorn Golf Club, Monday, September 21st. Lock in a team for just $500 for a foursome, or jump in solo for just $100 a player. The Fall Golf Classic benefits First Tee Charity. San Antonio Sports Star Fall Golf Classic, presented by the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and in part by Flight by Yingling and PPL Motorhomes. Grab your spot now at sasportstar.com.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Still sleeping on that old bed? Mattress Firm's sleep experts can help you choose the perfect upgrade. They'll guide you every step, answering your questions. Shop today and save big during the best sale of the year. They make sleep easy.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here, and I've got a question for you. What if every month you had access to a different exotic car? Well, that's what Pascucci Prestige membership is all about. Instead of owning one dream car, you get access to an entire collection of incredible vehicles and concierge-level service. It's luxury without the long-term commitment. You know, if you've ever wondered what it's like to live the exotic lifestyle, this is your chance. Pascucci Prestige. Visit PascucciPrestige.com and book your ride today.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
The biggest sale of the year is happening now at North Park Chevrolet. Drive a new 2026 Silverado 1500 Custom for $34,867 or the 2026 Traverse for $36,999 and 2.9% APR. Plus, enjoy 2 years of no-charge oil changes and a 1-year wash tub pass on new vehicles. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes from Loop 410 in Castroville. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
Hi, how can I help? Well, my husband and I feel like we've outgrown our current money manager. I see. Our lives have changed, and we need something more than just mutual funds to help us in retirement.
She's right.
I hear that often. At Fisher Investments, we'd start by getting to know you, your finances, family, health, lifestyle. We tailor a portfolio around your goals and needs.
Sounds good.
Can you help with estate planning? Yes. We have a team of specialists who can help you with estate planning, Social Security, investment income, and more. We'll get to know your whole financial picture and help keep you on the path to a comfortable retirement.
And your fees?
We have a simple, transparent fee that's a percentage of the value of your portfolio. So we do better when you do better. I feel better already. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com/different. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit JesseHernandezLaw.com. That's JesseHernandezLaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, has your back.
drunk. They say 40 is the new 20 because guys in their 40s, 50s, and 60s have the testosterone levels of their 20s. If you want the energy, drive, and libido of your younger self, go to Synergenics Testosterone and Weight Loss. Book your free T-test at Synergenicshealth.com.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NFL, the Dallas Cowboy joint practice with the New Orleans Saints got a little heated. Last count, there were nearly 7 or 8 dust-ups, including Donovan Ezeraku getting thrown out of practice. They took the day off today to cool off. They'll get busy again tomorrow with the Saints in Oxnard to finish up the joint practice session. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio's Sports Star, this is the AJ and Rob Show with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
8 o'clock on the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Vic, that guy going to call back?
I was going to call him right now.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, do we have to keep him anonymous?
Yeah, let's keep him anonymous. Just be safe.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on.
You want to put a voice thing on him?
Just have him talk funny. Ask him to talk in a weird accent.
Here, inhale this balloon.
Have him breathe some helium.
So basically, I was. So this guy, we've got the guy who it sounds like this guy drove limos.
Yeah.
Or drives limos. I don't know.
Yeah. And he drives a lot of famous people when they come to town.
Okay. So he says he may have an indicator on who it was.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get him on the phone.
And you know what? Once he said this name, I was like, dude, that's the perfect match.
Possible. Now, this is all alleged. We're not accusing anybody of anything, but thinking it's a possibility. We're prefacing this that way.
This show is an investigative journalist show. Okay? We're not here to entertain. We're not here to ha-ha laugh. We're here to get down to the bottom of things. Find the truth. And so we're gonna take a look at every angle. And
so if you're just getting here, we have audio of a former sex worker who spoke of her time as a sugar baby with a professional athlete from San Antonio.
Yeah,
we know it's a he. She said he, and then she also said he or any of her sugar daddies had never been married. So it was unmarried. In San Antonio, over the last 5 years or so, we assume, I don't know when the video was made, with a professional athlete from San Antonio that she spoke of. And we're trying to figure out who the possibilities are. So Mr. X, right? Can we call him that?
I call him Rick.
Rick?
Okay,
yeah,
Rick.
Rick the driver.
Rick the driver.
Rick the driver.
Yeah, okay, he's on the line.
Hey,
Hold
good
on.
morning, Rick. How you doing, man?
Good morning, guys.
So you've been driving limos in San Antonio for a while?
I've been a driver for close to 10 years already.
All right.
Well,
Okay.
I've been a driver longer, but as far as professional like this, 10, going on 10.
Okay. Now,
I have so many
how many Spurs players have you driven around?
Plenty.
Okay,
So lots of guys over the years.
Like double digits, we're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually was one of the drivers who picked up Wemby when he first landed in San Antonio.
So you're a go-to dude. When they need a ride, they know to call you or at least the company you're with.
Yes.
How many times do you get a call in the middle of the night? Like, hey, come get me, or are you delivering something to a player, a person?
Quite a few. Well, now it hasn't been that much, but when it was, and the reason why I say that is because when you brought this up, that's the first thing that came to mind, because that's mainly what I did when it came to this player.
Okay. You took him to women, or you took women to him?
Women to him.
Okay. Who's the player that you're talking about?
LaMarcus Aldridge.
LaMarcus Aldridge. Okay.
So,
and dude, when he said that, it made perfect sense to me because LaMarcus has never been married.
Not married.
And LaMarcus,
lots of money.
LaMarcus is, I mean, his career earnings are over $200 million.
And he's a grown-ass man, so you'd feel like he'd want to take care of somebody like that and show her what the machinations of being wealthy are.
Well,
so
and also,
if like a sugar baby.
if LaMarcus wanted to be married, he could have been. LaMarcus is a good-looking dude.
Yeah.
A lot of money. He could have been married. If
He
he's
didn't
not
want that.
if he's not looking for that, he's just looking for this thing. That makes perfect
it
sense.
does, and this is all alleged. This is all whatever, but it fits.
And so the funny thing is there was a specific rule when it came to him as far as driving whatever girl it was, because there were some that were
paid.
They could have been they could have been like from out of state,
okay,
or they could have been from another Texas town or local. But the rule was, don't talk to them. It was crazy. The specific thing was just get them food, get them condoms, and go to my house.
Wow. Okay.
Dude, when we get off air, can I have your number?
How much do you charge?
So, Rick, was LaMarcus into a specific type of woman? Was
like
it white chicks,
Asians,
black chicks? What was his go-to?
Tiny girls. It could have been so it could have been a blonde, it could have been a brunette, but they had to be tiny.
Okay. Well, I mean, LaMarcus is a giant person too.
I'm 6 feet to him.
I mean, he's like 7 feet.
I would say no taller than maybe 5'2", 5'3".
Oh,
okay, but we're
tiny.
Was it mostly white chicks?
Mostly white chicks, yes.
Okay. See, I think we've got our prime candidate here.
It still remains.
And so I actually found this out through another friend of mine. He actually has a baby mama she lives in Poteet or like Pleasanton.
Oh.
Get that girl out of the hood. Come on, LaMarcus.
Yeah, seriously.
Come on. Pull her.
Yeah,
now
LaMarcus does have kids.
He's got a couple.
She's married. She's married, I guess. I mean, still has a kid. I'm assuming probably, obviously financially takes care of him, but she's moved on. But yeah, I mean, like I said, guys, when y'all mentioned that, that was the first thing that came to mind. I was like, man, this is what they're talking about.
It kind of fits.
I think you might be right.
But you know what? I appreciate the fact that it's a business transaction. You know what?
Yeah.
Unfettered.
And I will tell you this, Josh Primo, he did have a girlfriend, but he saw a lot of girls on the side too.
I told you.
But
Did he
it
ever
wasn't
show you his hammer?
anything. I never saw it.
He only shows chicks.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
Rob.
But you know what? A lot of guys, as far as drivers, did not want to drive him because the girls he was with, Josh Primo, they were very bossy. Very bossy.
Oh, they were Latinas.
That explains a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were Latinas, right?
Yeah, they weren't. Those weren't white girls. Josh didn't mess with white girls, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the white girls know that they know their role.
Yeah,
know
they know
your
their
role and
place.
shut your mouth.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's some Latinos
Wow.
with some marker eyebrows.
And that's the one. That's the one thing I hate is that I've had clients, I've had private jets, flying for all different kinds of things, and it's always the one that's the tag along that acts like
he's the one in
it's
charge.
their jet.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
And that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
way That's the way Josh Primo's girls were.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That guy's rubbing me wrong anyway.
Yeah, he got what he deserved.
Yeah.
He's not Primo.
Well, hey, man, I appreciate
Hey,
the call.
thanks for the insight,
That's
man.
good information. Oh, you know what? Jose says that a friend of his was a manager at Hooters and told him that Danny Green's manager went to him and asked to introduce to some waitresses that would want to party with him. Did you ever get around Danny Green?
Never was around Danny Green too much.
Okay. Because he was my other suspicion, a guy who's made some money in the league. And
Wasn't married, right?
yeah, so that was kind of
but he does have a girl from San Antonio. I want to say that's his fiance. So he might have laid low and played it cool. But there was only two drivers that we were assigned that could only do LaMarcus Aldridge, and it was me and one other gentleman.
Okay.
And I mean, it was very specific. And like I said, it's got to be him.
You were in the circle of trust.
Was
man.
he a good tipper?
Yeah.
Did he take care of you?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. The other driver, oh man, the other driver got a car.
What?
Let's just say that.
Yeah, well, and discretion matters,
Yeah.
man.
You were his side guy. You were his backup.
Yeah, I was like scraps, kind of.
Well, he saw
but the
something.
other guy,
He saw something.
yeah,
He was a part
Yeah,
of. He
the
was a
other
part of
guy-
something that you weren't, Rick. He got a car for a reason.
Yeah. He drove one of those chicks
Yeah.
to the clinic. Is what it sounds like.
he was a part of something we don't really want to talk about. You're gonna get a car for this one.
Damn. Well, hey man.
but guys, if you ever need a driver, let me know. I've got some NDAs in my glove box.
My man.
So do I.
That's what I'm talking about. I trust you, Rick. I trust you. Don't go calling into another show. Don't call into some other show talking about our
No,
business.
you're ours.
Though.
You're ours, man. We appreciate you, Rick.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All
You
right,
got
brother.
it anytime, guys.
Appreciate it, man. Oh, see?
See,
That's-
inquiring minds. All you got to do is scratch a little bit, and you never know what's going to come underneath.
I should have asked if that chick ever brought tarps. Like, was there ever a chick who showed up with
Did she come with a duffel bag?
Did she ever show up with a slip and
Did
slide?
she ever arrive with something that was made
A
like
slip and slide?
made a
Gross.
sound? Was it?
Did she have a small bucket?
Did she arrive in a scuba suit?
Did she have a snorkel?
Did she wear a snorkel?
With the big flippers, right? Walking funny. Up here.
Don't look her in the eye.
I'm here to see the workers.
I'm not allowed to talk to you, ma'am. Can't
I've been
look you in the
drinking
eye.
a lot of water.
Yeah. You're gonna have to hurry.
I imagine Lamarcus, hey, man, it's a rush job. You got to get her quick.
Run the lights, man.
Yeah, I've been loading her up on she's been drinking coconut water and
Red Bull.
Pedialyte.
The other driver didn't catch the light. The other driver had to clean his car out and got a new one.
Oh, that's why he had to get him a new car.
Yeah, the other driver caught the light and she peed.
Oh,
got a new
man.
car.
Dude, I think that's the best suspect. Is my guess. Lamarcus is
And
the best suspect.
allegedly, it fits the timeline.
And again, I'm not here to judge.
No, this
if you are a person who I'm not here to shame sex work. So like,
Oh no, of course not.
if you're a person who doesn't want,
If you're a consenting adult,
yeah, you don't want marriage. You're not looking for that, and you just want a relationship that is strictly
Physical.
yeah,
Wow.
and you don't want to deal with it, and that's why that's why guys do it. That's why guys don't.
They don't
instead
want
of
the attachment.
like, why don't you just get a girlfriend? Well, if you bang your girlfriend and you tell her to kick rocks and go home, then she's going to be mad at you, and now you got to deal with her like, oh, well, now you're just too good to spend the night with me, blah blah blah, and like
Turn psycho on
dude,
you.
he doesn't want to deal with. There's guys who don't want to deal with that, and if they want to pay for that companionship, I ain't mad at them.
Well, they're not going to show up and get pregnant.
Yes,
They're going to leave when you
They
tell
know
them to
the
leave.
job,
They're going to
Bubba.
get in the car and
That's
leave.
why I got a
This is a
vasectomy.
business. Again, I appreciate
Good
the
luck.
business transaction.
Yeah.
I get that all the discretion that goes along with professionals. No.
Did this gal have
Here's
any?
20 grand.
Did she have anything else to say, or did we finish her clip? Was that all she had?
Yeah, I got into other stuff, but it's basically all of that.
No more about.
Yeah, no more about
No more about the in San Antonio.
No,
Yeah.
she realized the NDA was starting to get real close, so she pivoted.
Did Lamarcus have a house here? Or did he have an
To
apartment?
my
or-
knowledge, he probably leased, but his house with all the kicks and shoes that is legendary
In Dallas?
is Dallas. Yeah,
Yeah.
he probably leased something here.
Okay, that makes sense. And like, you got an apartment or whatever. That's probably the best for that kind of stuff.
Oh,
anyway.
certainly. You don't want anybody to know where you live.
Yeah. I mean, like, unless you want to put like a water park in front of your house, then people kind of know.
Then you have to do it way out in Santerra. You have to do it way the hell out
yellow
there.
water.
Oh,
That's all warm.
yeah. Like you can't bring that girl to the water.
You don't want to
park.
go to the grotto.
No.
You gonna go tubing with her?
Don't get in a hot tub.
Dude, what would be the funniest if you hire that girl to come swim at the water park with you, and you put that stuff in that makes the water turn blue when you piss in it.
And
Hey!
Well, Parker gets out all blue, just stained blue.
He gets out of the water. You look like a Smurf. What has happened
What
to me?
happened?
Why am I blue?
I was in the grotto.
I think the girl I hire. I think she pee in the
8 times.
the water slide. I believe she pee.
I should have gotten out last hour. That last 3 hours in the pee.
Now Eva will see me as a Smurf, and she will know my secrets.
Why are you blue, bro?
Oh, man. All right. 210-656-3776. AJ and Rob, 94.1.
The AJ and Rob Show. Be a part of the show. 210-656-3776. The Cowboys are back on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It's the
Saturday, the Cowboys take on the Cardinals.
At the ball! Touchdown to Pickens!
Pre-game at 8 and kickoff at 9. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds and the Davis Law Firm. San Antonio's home for Dallas Cowboys football.
Touchdown Cowboys!
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney who has practiced law here in San Antonio since 1994. Over the past 30 years, I've represented hundreds, if not thousands, of victims of negligent drivers. If you've been in an auto accident, you can choose a billboard lawyer, but I'd ask you to consider calling me. We have only one rule in my office. If my client's happy, I'm happy. My team and I place a premium on communication because I believe there can be no daylight between an effective attorney and his client. I do not charge for an initial consultation. If you've been injured in a traffic collision, just call my office, 210-900-0400. There's no charge. I want to make sure that the decisions you make immediately after an accident are smart decisions. The other driver's insurance company and your own insurance company will want to talk to you immediately after the accident. My advice, talk to me first. Many adjusters play fair, but I've seen more than a few that do not. If you've been injured by a negligent driver, call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400.
Nobody builds a business without hearing a few reasons it won't work. Too risky, too crowded, too ambitious. But the people who move things forward usually hear those words first. Because growing a business takes more than optimism. It takes nerve, and eventually, a partner built for what's next. That's Next Rodeo. Big thinking, proven creative. For businesses still moving forward. Next Rodeo. The difference between the business you have and the business you want. Meet us at thenextrodeo.com.
Get to Bratama Park this weekend for the last live quarter horse racing weekend until 2027. On Saturday, don't miss the fan favorite Winnie Dog races. Get your tickets and register your dog today at tickets.bratamapark.com.
Still using the I got a guy approach for your digital marketing? Relying on one person in today's rapidly shifting online landscape is costing you more in lost opportunities. You need the deep bench expertise of Conrex Digital. We provide more than just a presence. We deliver results. From high converting websites and SEO to engaging social content and lead generation on Google and Meta, we handle it all. Dominate your competition with expert programmatic and streaming TV campaigns. Bold marketing, real results. Visit conrexdigital.com. Conrex Digital makes it happen.
Uncover the root of your problems and improve the quality of your life. I'm Dr. Torres from the Institute for Functional Health. For more than a decade, we have helped people restore energy, vitality, libido, and drive. Most patients come to us because they feel unheard or stuck. Schedule your discovery day. We'll talk about your history, run advanced testing, and build a personalized plan that fits your life. We have helped thousands of people just like you. Call 210-468-1891. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. 210-468-1891.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams sale and get 30% off Duration, Superdeck, and Woodscapes products August 14th through the 24th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is the AJ and Rob Show on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
I want to piss on it. Lover's gonna love.
But LaMarcus,
I don't even want none of the above. I want to piss on you. piss on you. Body. Your body is a porta potty. I'm gonna pee on you.
best day of
Drip,
my
drip,
life.
drip. Oh. Of my Hershey stains. That's too much. Just too. Hold on, I was about to play my favorite line. Here you go. Here it goes. Only thing that make my life complete is when I turn your face into a toilet seat. Oh yes. What a brilliant.
How much fun was that to write?
Dude, that's some of the best comedic writing, that show. It's such an underappreciated show.
Yeah. And then he just disappeared.
And then, just ran off to Africa for like 5 years.
Just went away.
Crazy, man. But, what a brilliant show that is. And that we can break out pee on you anytime that we have to talk these piss stories. I love it.
Or not. Just
just for fun. Yeah.
Once a month.
Drip, drip, drip on your lip.
Sorry. When I first saw that, I was crying laughing.
Oh my God! It doesn't get funnier.
Yeah,
does not get funnier than that, man.
The barrels of meat. Jeez. A sick man.
Do you guys have a teacher that made an impact on your life?
We all did. Everybody does.
Did you have one that you really hated, who like maybe failed you at one point?
We all had one that felt like it was a personal vendetta.
Did you have one of the nuns that you hated, Vic?
Oh, Sister Elda.
Sister Immaculata.
Elda.
Yeah, just because of her, I know the 7 sacraments.
Yeah. She beat them into you.
Baptism, Eucharist, confirmation.
A man in Idaho Falls, Israel Saul Yanez, has been charged with second-degree stalking after allegedly harassing a former teacher and throwing rocks at her house.
Okay.
Deputies reportedly arrived and found him standing in front of the home. When deputies spoke with him, he said he was there to speak with the homeowner because he believed they had called the cops on him a few days earlier. Yanez reportedly told deputies he'd been at the victim's house 2 other times to speak with the homeowners, and they had not answered the door. Well, it turned out that he got angry that they called the cops and weren't answering their door, so he started throwing rocks at the house. Court documents state they were able to talk to one of the homeowners who informed them that the victim was a teacher and Yanez was a former student. And the homeowner reported that Yanez had been showing up at their home the past few nights and had been attempting to text the victim. According to the homeowners, Yanez would show up at night. They wouldn't see the Ring doorbell footage until the next day. They were sleeping. It had only recently escalated to throwing rocks the night that the deputies arrived. They were golf ball-sized rocks scattered on the front porch around the front door. And they didn't find any damage to the home, and they wanted him to leave. Well, they transported him back to his home, and then at 1:30 in the morning, his phone pinged near the victim's house again, and he'd already tried to call dispatch. The call had disconnected. Deputies arrived back and found him standing out front for the second time. Reportedly told deputies he'd come back to speak with the homeowner, who he allegedly just called after being dropped off at home. He was upset with the way the homeowner had treated him and wanted to speak to them. Mm-hmm. Well, the teacher had been his sex education teacher back in the day, apparently. Yanez had began threatening the victim over text and sent other texts accusing the victim's daughter of being a murderer, which I'm not really sure what any of those things have to do with sex education.
Well, we're trying to make sense out of nonsense, but moving on.
He's now facing up to a year in the pen, in the Huskow, and paying up to $1,000 in fines. Now, of course, it says, although Yanez has been charged with a crime, that does not necessarily mean he committed it. Everyone is presumed innocent.
Allegedly.
Until proven guilty.
He crazy.
I kind of think so.
You.
Like, and if you're still... I don't even remember who taught sex ed when I was a kid. Like,
y'all got sex ed?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think we had like 6th grade. We had like the little 50s movies, but we didn't get anything on how it worked.
Oh, really?
No, not in our public school.
You didn't learn about the clitoris or anything like that?
No, that was not
in
a word.
Catholic school we did. We even brought condoms and corn on the cob thing to show us how to put them on.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When I was at, like...
St. Teresa's, man.
When
8th grade.
I didn't think of the Catholic Church condone condoms.
Dude, my high school, you could go to the nurse's office and there was just a bowl of condoms.
Well, no, we had that. But we didn't have Now, if
This
there's
was
West
sex
Campus
ed,
Cougars,
yeah.
let me know. I might have skipped that day, but I don't remember any of that.
Now, I did not. I
would like to have gone.
I didn't use those condoms because our school was cheap and they only had Lifestyles condoms, and I was a Trojan, man. I
was whatever was available.
No. I didn't trust. I didn't like the way Lifestyles. It doesn't. They're not lubricated well enough. It's like
It's been a minute since I've even had to purchase, so I don't
Yeah,
recall
I
my
didn't like
brand
them.
of choice, but I do recall buying more than one in a bar.
And they were like
trying to find quarters and hoping whatever came out was usable.
The Lifestyles were too. This is a humble brag. They were too snug around my base.
Well,
So
Did you ever buy one from one of those at a bar, the coin-op machines in the bathroom?
No.
You never knew what was coming out of that thing.
Did you know condoms had serial numbers at the very end?
No.
Like when you rolled it all the way down?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking.
So you have to roll it all the way down to get there.
No, I didn't know
I saw the full serial number. I was like, what's this number?
That's the water's cold, and it's deep, too.
And it's deep, too.
No, I'm
Good old Richard Pryor line.
No, Vic, I'm a girth man. All right.
Oh, okay.
He's known as the tuna can.
Yeah.
The tuna.
The tuna can.
AJ the tuna.
That's right. That's right.
The big tuna.
How dare you, Vic? Question my masculinity. Try to shame me. You're trying to penis shame me. You're trying to penis shame me? Huh?
No, that's what you pay for.
I pay that
for that.
I pay that girl $20,000 to penis shame me.
To shame me. I let you do it for free.
You think you just come in here? Huh. All right, do it again. Say it again.
Literally.
But slower.
Say it again, and then point at me and laugh and throw something at me.
And make a dragon sound.
Yeah,
when
just
you do it.
humiliate me. Keep going.
Do that and go. Do that for me. Now do it real slow.
All right, 210-656-3776. Good Lord.
Arch your back.
We got Dr. Jason Garrett from Arasti coming on next. I've got an issue of my own I got to talk to Dr. Garrett about, but there's plenty of other
Sleep
stuff to
fighting.
talk to him about as well. It's the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1.
The AJ and Rob Show. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, heads up on 35 on the south side. Northbound Malone, that's an accident, left lane. 17-minute delay as you stop and go from Southwest Military. 35 northbound Binns-Engelman, that stall's taking up a right lane. And northbound 35 between 410 to O'Connor, that's about a 10-minute ride. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
Shotty also said something today that if you guys are going, and I'm trying to get used to the term, Terrence, so bear with me, Gotti. If you guys are going to be Gotti, it starts with the offensive line.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Gotti's greatest offense there is. No, we talked about it. It's not. We're not trying to be the greatest offense in 2026. We're trying to be the greatest offense that ever played football. So that is our standard. And for us to withhold that, the O-line has to, be in the forefront of that.
We're expecting great things. Gotti. I'm getting used to it, man. I'm trying.
Give me
I'm trying.
Here we got it. Give me your Dak impersonation of Here We Got It.
Yeah. Here we got it.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This report is sponsored by Lennar. Make your commute easier. New homes in the most desirable areas, ranging from the low 100,000s to the 500,000s. Discover affordable home ownership at Lennar.com today. Promotions and offers will vary by community. See a new home consultant for additional information and offer terms. Lennar is an equal housing opportunity builder.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health, your life. our purpose. Find care near you at christushealth.org.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-924-7415. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-924-7415. 800-924-7415. 800-924-7415.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In college football news, Texas Longhorns left tackle Trevor Gooseby had an MRI on his left knee and has been diagnosed with a bone bruise. He was named AP preseason All-American first team at tackle. As a matter of fact, several Longhorns made it. Cam Coleman at wide receiver, Colin Simmons and Rasheem Biles at linebacker were also first team AP preseason All-Americans.
This is the home of the Aggies, and this is Andrew Monaco. You're locked on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Yeah. All right, it's time. Every week, we talk to the man, the myth, the legend. You know him, you love him. From Arasti, it's Dr. Jason Garrett. Good morning, Dr. Garrett.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Good, Doc.
We're doing all right, Doc.
How's the wing going?
Wing's coming along. The two torn quad muscles are still lagging a little bit. So.
I have the same problem.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I have several lagging muscles in my body.
All right, I've got a personal injury I've got to ask you about first, Doc. Okay. So I kicked someone, and my big toe hit their elbow, and it folded down.
So you popped the knuckle like it?
Yeah, but it went all the way down. And this was about, I'd say 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Were you barefooted?
Yes, I was barefoot. And now I have pain all up along that, like following like my big toe bone all the way through my foot, even on the bottom of my foot, particularly when if I were trying to cut to my left, like to push off the inner of my right foot, I've got some pain there. What do you think that could be, and do I need to go to the hospital?
Probably not the hospital. In the fact, can you walk on it?
I can walk on it. Yeah.
Okay, so it's probably not broken. I mean, there's always a remote chance you could have a stress fracture in there. I doubt it. You probably would have been nearly incapacitated at that moment when you kicked him. Mm-hmm. More than likely, you sprained the big toe pretty badly. There's little tiny bones underneath the big toe. They're kind of like tiny little marbles where some of your plantar fascia and your tendons insert. Those are probably really inflamed, and they can refer pain up and down kind of that plantar fascia, that first bone in your foot. If it doesn't consistently improve, you may want to either go have one of our guys check it out to see if it's something that can be quickly corrected, or sometimes that's kind of the start of turf toe.
Yeah, we're going to go
and
Dion.
That can be, yeah, it can be terrible. We don't want to lose toes in the
Or
future.
you might have the Dion. It's much like Dion will eventually get like you got Dion toe.
So
and
should I stop?
They have to take it off.
Should I stop kicking people with it?
I think that's that probably
because I'm still going to the gym and hitting people with this foot.
Now,
I
Dr.
think you
Garrett,
should probably fake with that foot and then kick with the other.
Hezzy.
You actually might get some better
yeah,
results.
man, sweep the leg with the other one.
Well, what's funny
Walk
is
away.
when I kick with my other foot, that means that my weight is on my right foot, and that's when it hurts more.
I'd wear boots.
That's a good point. Yeah. I mean, as long as it's hurting, I probably wouldn't try to do the same thing that caused the injury in the first place. Let it heal up a little bit. You may need some anti-inflammatories, potentially even an injection in there if there is.
Why don't you tell him to stop kicking people in the face?
I would never do that. I would never tell him to stop doing something he loves.
Thank you.
There you go. Don't
Thank
give
you.
up your passion.
I've got one joy in my life. Good Lord.
Kicking guys in your face. A guy that was in your line of work that got real famous, Tommy John, and the surgery that went along with it. He passed away. Talk about the surgery itself and what it meant to sports and what a guy that shouldn't have come back did, and it really changed the face of professional sports after the surgery.
Yeah, so it's basically your ulnar collateral ligament. There's a ligament on the inside of the elbow. Pitchers tear all the time, so do quarterbacks sometimes. Before this surgery, it was a career ender because your elbow just didn't function correctly. You couldn't throw with any velocity. You really couldn't throw at all. Once they figured out, hey, we can take a tendon from your forearm and replace that ligament, and within 12 to 18 months, a pitcher can come back not only as good but potentially stronger. It definitely changed the trajectory of a lot of major league pitchers' careers. It allowed guys to throw harder, throw more sliders. So it really did change the overall baseball game altogether from a pitching standpoint.
Jeremiah Love, I almost said Jordan Love. Jeremiah Love, the running back for the Cardinals, his very first preseason game ends up with a high ankle sprain. I wouldn't. I'll ask you. Do you expect him to play again in the preseason if something like that happens? It's something they obviously would want to be careful with. And when week one starts up, do you expect that he'll be good to go 100%, or is it something that you should look to maybe fade, considering it's a rookie, didn't have any kind of a training camp? What's this high ankle sprain mean for him?
Yeah, ankle sprains are really tricky. If it's truly a ankle sprain, he's got to rest it. He's got to boot it, put it in a boot, no weight bearing for probably literally 4 weeks, which means deconditioning, not going to be anywhere near football game ready. So I would definitely take this very conservatively, especially once these happen and you re-injure it too early, they become chronic and sometimes have a really long-term negative effect on their knee, their ankle, their career. If it's not a ankle sprain, just an ankle sprain with high swelling, then a couple weeks he could be back, no problem. Sometimes they say high ankle sprain, but they're not really being accurate. So hopefully it's not, because a true high ankle sprain is a really bad injury.
It really does not portend well for a good season because he needs all that work because he was going to be a workhorse. We've talked about Wemby and his height a lot and keeping a guy of that size healthy. Well, we just the French national team just listed him now at 7'7", so he's grown an inch or two this year by the measurements. As a guy who works with people trying to stay in shape, how does his continued growth affect him? Putting on weight, protecting the tendons, doing all the things he does. Does it add something to it, or is this just whether you're 7'5" or 7'7", you're huge, and it doesn't change anything?
This one it's really uncharted territory. There's never been an athlete that moves like him at his height while he's still growing, potentially. I don't know if he really did grow 2 inches.
Maybe you've never heard of George Murison.
Yeah, he doesn't move quite like Wemby. He's a big dude, but he didn't move like Wemby. Putting a lot of additional weight and strength while you're still growing can compromise some of the growth plates. So you're talking like the femur, the tibia, the long arms and the forearms, not so much the other bones in the body. But if you do stress those out while you're trying to get stronger and get bigger, being 7'5", 7'7", whatever tall he is, that's a ton of vertical load directly down with a lot of long levers that no one else has ever really moved with before. So I would be very conservative with his minutes and the intensity of his minutes, and definitely try to make him stronger in the off season, but don't push him too much during national team play or even during the regular season.
It seems to me that people who are there's a level once you get past 7'3" and you get into full blown giant mode, those guys always seem to have shorter careers. Is there something to like a fragility of your skeletal system or something when you get to be that big? And I hate to say this, but like Sean Bradley and George Mirazon are both dead. Well,
Bradley isn't dead. He was in a bike accident. He's in a
he's
giant wheelchair.
Paraplegic or whatever. Okay, but like giants tend their careers and their lives tend not to last as long as like. I hate to say normal sized people when we're talking about 7-footers, but at like normal sized NBA big men.
Yeah, so two different things there. One, the longevity. Yeah, really tall people typically don't live as long. It's more a cardiovascular issue. Just the heart has trouble. The heart's not that much bigger, but it has to pump blood so much further throughout the body. So that's one issue. As they get older, a lot of times because they have so much pain and dysfunction, they don't move as much and they gain a lot of weight. They become diabetic, which compounds the heart issue. So the longevity thing is one thing. The injury thing, yeah, the longer your bones are, the more torque it puts on your joints. It's just leverage. Which gives you a huge advantage when playing sports like basketball, but also compromises the integrity of your knee, your ankle, shoulder, your spine. All those things just take more force and more damage than the average person.
So there's no concern that Wemby's dealing with the thing that, gigantism, that pituitary issue. I mean, the guy continues to grow. He doesn't look like the type that's dealing with the pituitary issue where they get the big forehead and a big nose, and you can kind of tell how it manifests. He doesn't look like that. Is there any way to know when he's done growing? I mean,
yeah. So they take X-rays of your growth plates, and if they're still "quote unquote" open, then there's a potential to still grow. Once they fully fuse, you can't grow anymore. It's just not physiologically possible. The pituitary thing, that is easily diagnosable nowadays and easily treatable. So it's usually you see the gigantism in more third world countries or like Ukraine, somewhere in the Baltic states where they either didn't have access to healthcare or just didn't have the opportunity to get it, and they grew really awkwardly. And like you said, they have huge hands, huge foreheads. The small bones of the body continue to grow throughout their entire life. Like Andre the Giant's a good example.
The greatest athlete of all time. Yeah,
he was amazing.
For a lot of reasons.
Yeah, the greatest athlete of all time. I tell people all the time. If you disagreed, then you're just wrong, and he would have smashed you. Yeah. That is Dr. Jason Garrett from Rosti. Doc, we appreciate the time, and we'll talk to you again this time next week.
All right, thanks, guys.
Take care, Doc.
There you go, Dr. Jason Garrett from Rosti. What a guy! What a guy! He always knows. You might be right. Maybe I just got a toe sprain,
dude. If you're walking on it, but you're not going to get any better.
I know.
If you continue doing that. And at your age, it's hard enough to get better.
Maybe I should just amputate it.
I thought you guys wore like those little things that covered your feet, but the bottom of the sole you could see. Like you could see the bottom of your foot. You had those pads over the top.
Shin guards, yeah. So
that covered the top of your foot, too.
It does. It covers the top of my foot, but my big toe, like my toes are not covered.
Oh, I thought it went around. It was like you just didn't have the sole of your shoe.
And typically when you kick someone, you're supposed to kick them with your shin, because it's a hard bone.
Yeah.
But in this case, I was doing a front kick. They call it a teep kick. So like I was like a Spartan kick in the middle of his chest, and he blocked like that, and my big toe went there. And what's funny is this is the same toe. My very first MMA fight. I won in 90 seconds, and I felt like the guy never hurt me. I felt great, and so when you get out of the cage, the doctor does a check on you. So I say he didn't touch me. I'm perfectly fine.
Okay.
And then I got to the back, and everybody's happy. We're all pumped. We're taking my gloves off, and my coach looks down and goes, "Bro, your toe." And my big toe was like dangly and purple, and like as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Ow!"
Did you start throwing up?
Yeah, no, I didn't start throwing up, but it hurt. Like as soon as I saw it, and my toe was broken, and like I broke it that same way. Like I kicked him in the chest, but like what happened when I saw the video was my big toe folded underneath the rest of my foot. So, like, all the force of my kick hit.
Did you feel a pop or a crack?
I didn't feel anything. At the time, you're so full of adrenaline.
I'd have dropped the mic and retired undefeated.
I probably should.
I'm out.
Probably should have.
If I didn't feel that, I can't do this again.
Well, I probably should have done it.
Go back and get your arm, Rob. You left it in the. What? I thought I won. You did, but you lost your arm.
Yeah, you do have to get this toe amputated now. But no, yeah, and it's that same toe also. So
you got Dion toe now.
I know. I might end up like that.
His foot looks awful. Dude. Like, God, poor Dion.
Dude, that looks like something that they dug out of the ground from a 1,000-year-old corpse.
Dude,
Like,
if you're going to take one of my toes, take the outside, the pinky toe. That big toe.
Ooh, you're going to have a prosthetic toe?
You'll never be able to wear chanclas again.
I know. They'll just slide right
Chanclas,
off.
You just slide right through it.
It's going to be
Hey,
really
what if the
embarrassing.
doctor ran out of the color and you have to put a black toe?
Oh, I would do that. Yeah.
Or a red toe.
It would just be
I would do
bigger.
that.
He'd be bigger than he's used to.
That's what I would do. Yeah, it's bigger and thicker than my other
You'd have
toes.
to go get bigger shoes.
Yeah.
All we had was this women's one. So it's red.
What I would do is when I'm sending D pics, I'd always make sure to just get that one black toe in the picture.
Have you ever seen the
just so you know it gets bigger later, honey?
Now, I don't know if they still do this,
It's
but
a grower.
there was a time that if you lost your finger, they would replace it with one of your toes. Like they'd show somebody with like their thumb and it's their big toe.
What?
Dude,
Yeah, that's so weird, man.
Well, dude, my thumbs and my toes look so different.
Yeah, how'd you like to have your big toe as your thumb?
No, I would hate that. I would hate that.
It's
No.
a new meaning to the sneaky Afghan.
No kidding. We're going to have to ask you to leave, sir. You're scaring the patrons.
All right.
Why?
210-656-3776. We'll play the Double Dong Challenge on the other side. AJ and Rob, 94.1.
Sound off like you got up there. 210-656-3776. This is the AJ and Rob Show.
Dr. Jacob Torres in the Institute for Functional Health. That's my doctor. It is a place of health. It's a place of wellness. It's a place where I learned and began a process that I dropped nearly 70 pounds. See, I met Dr. Torres in the Institute for Functional Health back in 2016. He was starting to make a name for himself with working with people like me to help them lose weight. Now, this is before GLP-1s. This is before any of that. Most of us trying to lose weight by some book that was recommended or something we read on the internet and hardly ever worked. I didn't think I'd be able to lose weight until I met Dr. Torres, and he started to explain to me that little steps mean big progress if you continue to take the little steps. And 10 years later and lots of little steps, here I sit. I'm healthier than I was 10 years ago for sure. I sit here at 61 years of age. I am not on any medications at all to maintain my health. No high blood pressure, no cholesterol, no nothing, because entirely of the diet that I started this long ago. It's a program I'm never going to lose. If you need to lose weight, if you've been told by a doctor you just don't like the way you look, I want you to call Dr. Torres today. You do not have to rely on shots and pills to lose your weight. He'll explain to you why and how it works so well. Write this number down. It's 210-468-1891. His website is a great resource, iffhealth.com. Listen, it's time to get healthy. It's time to feel better about yourself and how you look. Call Dr. Torres today. Let him help you change your life. And when he does, come on by and thank me later.
Sports doesn't come with an owner's manual. Good thing you got us. Breaking it down, calling it as we see it. Every day.
Just a bit outside.
On 94.1, San Antonio's Sports Star.
It's August and the kids are going back to school, but the parents are going back in time because at Low T Center, they are turning back the clock and bringing the energy and vitality of your youth back. If you've been dealing with low energy, low sex drive, or a lack of motivation, those are telltale signs of low testosterone. So don't ignore it. Go to Synergenicshealth.com and book your free T-test today. And if you qualify for treatment, they accept insurance. Don't delay. Go to Synergenicshealth.com.
Imagine 5 years without buying soap, shampoo, detergent, or any household cleaners. Buy a Kinetico water softener today and get a free K5 drinking station plus 5 years of pure and gentle products. Hurry, this offer ends August the 31st. Call Kinetico now.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney who has practiced law here in San Antonio since 1994. Over the past 30 years, I've represented hundreds, if not thousands, of victims of negligent drivers. If you've been in an auto accident, you can choose a billboard lawyer, but I'd ask you to consider calling me. We have only one rule in my office. If my client's happy, I'm happy. My team and I place a premium on communication because I believe there can be no daylight between an effective attorney and his client. I do not charge for an initial consultation. If you've been injured in a traffic collision, just call my office, 210-900-0400. There's no charge. I want to make sure that the decisions you make immediately after an accident are smart decisions. The other driver's insurance company and your own insurance company will want to talk to you immediately after the accident. My advice, talk to me first. Many adjusters play fair, but I've seen more than a few that do not. If you've been injured by a negligent driver, call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400.
If you or someone you love is struggling with alcohol or drug use, you do not have to carry it alone. I'm Peter McCarthy of the San Antonio Council on Alcohol and Drug Awareness, known as CICADA. We help people take the next step with compassion, privacy, and no judgment. You do not need all the answers, just a safe place to start. And 90% of our services are provided at no cost. Call Cicada at 210-225-4741. That's 210-225-4741. Or visit cicada.org.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
AJ Hoffman, Rob Thompson. The AJ and Rob Show is on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Yes, old Tupac.
The trial continues.
Yeah, and I told you, I knew this was going to happen.
What?
Suge Knight won't. He ain't naming names.
Suge, like I'm done
He's
with
like,
this.
I don't say names.
It's like the Epstein files. I was there, but I wasn't there.
And a former security member for Suge Knight, James McDonald, they call him Mob James, testified in the murder trial, making it clear he was only there because he'd been subpoenaed. And they said, all right. They said, who knew what happened? He said, I know everybody was there. And at one point he said, I'm not going to elaborate on that.
Mm-hmm.
At one point he appeared to address Davis, Keffy D, directly saying, talk to your lawyer, man. This dude is tripping. I don't want to send him to prison even though we don't like each other. You're asking me questions that can hurt him. McDonald did say that Tupac was killed. That after Tupac was killed, a gang war erupted in Compton. And Orlando Anderson, the man prosecutors allege actually fired the fatal shots, became a target, and people wanted to kill him. Prosecutors allege that Keffy D obtained the gun, directed the 96 revenge shooting, and was riding in the Cadillac when Anderson opened fire. Davis has, of course, pleaded not guilty. And his defense argues his later claims about involvement were fabricated for attention and money.
Didn't they say Diddy ordered the hit? Like paid $1 million to Keffy D?
I've heard that story too.
Diddy's done, man.
I don't think we'll ever know the full story.
No, we're never gonna know.
But if I were Keffy D, I would say, yeah, Diddy made me do this.
Yeah.
And they'd say, who? And I'd be like, yeah, the guy who's in prison right now, he's a bad guy. Blame him.
Ugh, Mr. Baby Lotion.
I blame Diddy.
Baby oil.
Yeah, so I went over to Diddy's apartment, and he was talking to me about, hey man, we gotta do something about this Tupac thing. And I said, well, what do you want me to do? And he said, I don't know. Let's just have a drink and think about it. And then the next thing you know, I woke up and my butthole hurt real bad. And he said, I had
a gun in my hand.
If you don't want that to happen again, you better go kill Pac, man. And I said, what do you want me to do? Jeez. So I had to choose between being raped
or getting Tupac.
Or killing Tupac.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just couldn't take anymore. I couldn't take any more of the freak-offs.
West Coast?
Yeah.
I hope that we get to the bottom, but we're not.
We'll never know.
We'll find. There'll be a deathbed confession. Somebody going to leave a legacy and leave a letter. I did it!
And
then
it's
30 years, right? It's been 30 years?
Yeah.
Wow. And if
30-year-old case.
This is respect to the dudes that have stayed quiet, because that's some omerta stuff, man. I'm surprised.
That's gangsters.
Yeah.
And that's real gangsters. That's not like when it's like you could go to prison if you don't tell on this guy, and they say, all right, send me to prison. That's real G's. Not like, I'm going to knock down an old lady and steal her purse and scream out West Side when I do it. No, that ain't gangster. That's gangster. When they're saying, hey, we're going to lock your ass up if you don't say that name. He said, well, lock me up then. I ain't a snitch.
I'd rather not die.
No.
That's gangster.
Did he do the sneaky ditty? Like the sneaky Afghan, but the sneaky ditty.
the sneaky puffy.
That involves someone named the Terminator and a bottle of baby oil.
Also at the trial, yesterday was day 2 of the trial, and then there was gunfire outside the courthouse right after Tupac's family left for lunch. Tupac's sister, Set Shakur, stopped, put her hand over her heart, and thanked reporters for covering the case, saying, thank you so much for being here, for covering this. Thank you. And then she walked over to his brother, Mopreme Shakur, who nodded in approval. And then moments after they pulled away, more than a dozen officers rushed into the area following reports of gunfire near the courthouse. Police they were unable to locate a victim or confirm a shooting scene, and they're not sure if it's connected to the family or the trial. While inside yesterday,
it was a coincidence.
Yeah.
Boy, if you're ever standing around Mopreme Shakur and a car backfires, I'm hitting the ground, bro.
Yeah.
I'm on the dirt, because I think it's more real than not.
Yesterday they watched the surveillance video, which I mean most people have probably seen the surveillance video of Tupac and Orlando Anderson inside the MGM.
The crap out of that
where
dude.
and it's so funny. I read a whole story about Tupac, and it's a great book. I gotta figure out who wrote it. It's Jeff Pearlman. Only God can. It's called Only God Can Judge Me: The Many Lives of Tupac Shakur. Came out last year.
I like Pearlman too.
Yeah, it's a great book. But like in the book, they're talking about it like when Tupac just balled up and hit that Orlando Anderson in the MGM
over a necklace.
It was over nothing.
I thought it was over a necklace that had been stolen.
It had been, but it wasn't like it. That was stuff that was supposed to be squashed.
Oh.
And then they said that like Tupac was just so hyped up after the fight that he started and the thing about Tupac was he couldn't scrap. I mean, he couldn't fight. He was tiny.
Cocaine's
and
a hell of a drug.
He was just all hyped up, and being around all these gangsters made him want to act gangster. So he just swung on this dude.
Yeah.
And then 30 minutes later, he's dead.
He's out of memory.
Yeah. It's a real shame, but yeah, well, I'm curious to see how this thing shakes out, if there's ever any kind of justice for this. Craig Way, voice of the Longhorns, will join us next to preview Texas football this season.
On your ride to work, it's A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson in the morning. KTFM Floresville.
Go, 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 go.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your commute, heads up on 35 on the south side. Northbound Malone, that's an accident, left lane. 17-minute delay has you stop and go from Southwest Military. 35 northbound Benz-Engelman, that stall's taking up a right lane. And northbound 35 between 410 to O'Connor, that's about a 10-minute ride. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Cowboys just about to wrap things up in Oxnard.
They had their joint practice with the Saints on Tuesday, but that was more fight than practice. But we'll evaluate it with RJ Ochoa from bloggingtheboys.com.
And Von Miller, is he going to get his number 40? Has that been decided? We'll check in.
Chicken for life. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Still sleeping on that old bed? Mattress Firm's sleep experts can help you choose the perfect upgrade. They'll guide you every step, answering your questions. Shop today and save big during the best sale of the year. They make sleep easy.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health, your life, our purpose. Find care near you at christushealth.org.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149. Awesome Tickets is your personal ticket broker. Big games, big concerts, big events. Any city. Need tickets? Stay local and call Awesome Tickets. Stop paying all those crazy fees. Call 210-226-5136 or online at awesometix.com. That's awesometix.com.
Still using the I got a guy approach for your digital marketing? Relying on one person in today's rapidly shifting online landscape is costing you more in lost opportunities. You need the deep bench expertise of Conrex Digital. We provide more than just a presence. We deliver results. From high converting websites and SEO to engaging social content and lead generation on Google and Meta, we handle it all. Dominate your competition with expert programmatic and streaming TV campaigns. Bold marketing, real results. Visit conrexdigital.com. Conrex Digital makes it happen.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero.
You know what you can trust? The protection you get when you bundle home and auto insurance with Progressive. You know what you can't trust? Everything else, apparently. Like when you saw that article that said that thing you eat every day is a superfood and great for your gut health, but then 30 seconds later, a different article warns you to avoid it and it's taking years off your life. Well, which is it? Kind of a big difference there. Anyway, bundle home and auto insurance with Progressive for reliable coverage in a reliably unreliable world. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys joint practice with the New Orleans Saints got a little heated. Last count, there were nearly 7 or 8 dust-ups, including Donovan Ezeraku getting thrown out of practice. They did the day off today to cool off. They'll get busy again tomorrow with the Saints in Oxnard to finish up the joint practice session. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, this is the AJ and Rob Show with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, good morning, everybody. AJ and Rob Show, 94.1. On a Wednesday, a hump day. Humping through on a hump day.
Almost.
We're going to play the Double Dong Challenge in a little bit.
Scored 5 runs yesterday.
Yeah, no, but not.
It was Corey Seager was our guest.
And
no. Nothing.
Womp, womp. All right. Talked to an old friend, an old co-host of mine. I'm sure. I bet if you ask this guy, who's your favorite co-host you've ever worked with, he would not say my name. But he would I'd probably be in the top 20 or so. The great Craig Way joins us on the program. Good morning, Craig. How are you, sir?
Arthur, it is great to visit with you.
She was like my dad, like my mom's on the phone.
And I don't know that it's correct to say, not my favorite. It's hard. All of and there have been many over the years with me. You're good friends, and in some cases, since I'm considerably older than you, it's kind of almost like my own sons and stuff.
It's kind of like kids. You got your favorites come and go depending on the day.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It was fun. We had a good time. I've learned a lot. I learned a lot about AJ when he first came over and was on the air, because I'd heard this brash guy who was kind of full of himself and a couple of other things in the early days and all that kind of stuff. I saw Rick Barnes lightsaber him once in a press conference, and I was like, and then I kind of felt for him. I was like, ooh. But then he got over there. Then I got to know him, and then, as you would know, Rob, once you get to meet the 4/5 of that marriage and got to see Annie and go to his house, then I knew this guy's going to be okay. So that's why I always enjoyed our time together when we were co-hosting.
I think you pointed him in the right direction anyway.
Yeah. And Rick, I still cheer for Rick Barnes, because Rick Barnes did kind of teach me a lesson about really. What am I doing? I'm doing such stupid stuff.
Why are you starting a fight?
I know, for no good reason. And God bless Rick Barnes. I still cheer for that man. Craig Way, who is the long time. How long have you been the voice of the Horns now? It feels like a million years.
Just maybe 2 or 3 years shy of that. It's actually, this year will be my 39th year on the network, but it's my 26th year in the play-by-play role.
Wow.
So, it's 25 for football, because I took over the play-by-play after football in 2001. That's when Bill Schoening left after 2001 football to go over to the Spurs. So then, so my actual play-by-play started with the 2001-02 basketball season. So it'll be, at the end of the upcoming school year, I guess it's 26 years in the play-by-play chair. But been around it on 4 years as a studio anchor, and then 10 as the analyst for 10 football and 9 basketball seasons with Bill before I, moved over, as we said, to the left chair. So it's been a bit.
In the left chair, as we watch and hear from coaches that are watching the very game that they've grown up and coached and just change underneath their feet, this tectonic change. You're in the orbit. Besides the money, which is the obvious answer, what's the biggest difference of the athletes that you're talking to now than the ones that you were talking to back in 2002 and 2003? What's the primary difference between the kids?
I would say, and I'll try to say this as nicely as I can, the self-branding today is a lot different than it was back then. There was very little of that because we didn't have social media, obviously, really coming to the fore until maybe around 2010, I guess, maybe somewhere there. That's when we started to see. That's when you started hearing, more of the phrase of building my brand, and then there was a lot more self-promotion. And I don't want to sound like, Grandpa Simpson shaking his fist at the clouds, because I understand that's an evolutionary part of the game. But it is the biggest difference, I would say. And a lot of it is driven the way that a lot of it would have to be driven if you're going to give yourself a chance to play the game at the next level. And the field is more crowded than ever before. Then maybe people have to notice you by more than just the play on field, even though the old saying goes, if you're good enough, they'll find you.
The last game that I covered working in Austin for Texas was the BCS championship game against Alabama, where Colt McCoy got knocked out of the game, and it sort of ended an era of dominance. And from that day up until about 2023, Texas was a very meh program by Texas standards. I think 110-win season in like a 12-year run, which is, after what Mac Brown did, it was just it was unbelievable to think that could happen. It feels like since Sark has been here, Texas is – I know there's been lots of premature suggestions that Texas is back. It feels like Texas is back, at least in the conversation now, as a real contender. What has Sark done for this program in your eyes as someone who's there on top of it?
Well, I think, AJ, what he's done is put them – well, it's not just him, but him and staff and what they've done with the program is to elevate the program to where they're in national conversation. Because the only national conversation – and you're right, after the 2009 season, and Mac Brown has talked about it on many occasions about how he was in a funk coming off the loss because of the great what if, or what if Colt had been able to stay healthy and not gotten injured in that game. The great what if of what might have happened in that game. Who knows? But he said he was kind of in a funk, and he was in a funk all the way through the 2010 season, which was their only losing season under him. And they just couldn't get off the deck. And I'll tell you the other thing that dragged the program down, and it's pretty widespreadly known. When you're competing at that level, it only takes one bad signing class to derail things. The 2009 signing class, if you go back and look at that, just was horribly off the tracks. And he had some flat-out misses by some of the guys who were on his staff, like guys telling him that that there were certain players that couldn't play, and they went on to other schools and played very, very well.
Garrett Gilbert, for instance.
What's that?
Garrett Gilbert being an example.
Yeah, and Garrett, I think Garrett was more of a kind of an accident of some poor things. I mean, obviously he went on and played well enough at SMU, but it was just I think things kind of went back. I'm thinking of guys like Robert Griffin III.
Okay.
RG3 wanted to come to Texas, and one of the guys who was on Mac's staff said he's a track athlete, and said, I don't think he'll be able to help us much. And we saw what happened with him. And there were some players like that they missed on. A couple landed at TCU and helped Gary Patterson a lot. And then there were some of the guys they got who never materialized. And it only takes one of those classes like that misfires to start a bad trend. And they just never recovered from that throughout the 2010s. And of course, Mac leaves, and then Charlie Strong comes in, and it never took off from there. Tom Herman came in. He had 4 winning seasons, 4 seasons where they won bowl games, but they just kind of seemed to be stuck in neutral, and they couldn't get. They had the 110-win season you talked about, and even that, they had beaten OU during the year, but lost to them in the Big 12 championship game, and they went down and they beat Georgia in the Sugar Bowl, but could not build on that. And what Sark did, and he knew it was going to take some time when he came in 2021, was he had to get the depth up again, and he had to get, as he and Kyle Flood, his offensive line coach and co-OC says, they had to get big humans, as they like to say. They had to build it back up through the line, and it took some time. It went from 5-7 to 8-5. But then these last 3 years, being in the playoff twice, getting close but not getting in it last year, has put them back in the regular national conversation. That's what Sark has done with the staff as much as anyone else or anything else, and that's why it's different now than, say, a decade ago.
And the difference now is the expectations are now title or nothing. And this year in particular, I feel like, is Sark going to having to pull the reins in on this team, because there's talent at in every room after practice. There's an All-American or a second teamer in every facet of this team. They're deep, they're skilled, they're strong where they need to be. How do you regulate the team and the fandom on the precipice of what looks like a season where the expectations are justified? This is a national title team.
Yeah, you would expect that would be a nice problem to have, Rob. As opposed to like some of those leaner years that I'd referenced. I think also in this day and age, with what we've seen in college football too, where most players understand now they're not going to play 75, 80 snaps a game, because it's just the game isn't built for it anymore. You have to have enough depth. You have to have other guys making a difference to help spell you or whatever. So that's why, and that's where they build that competition in through the practice field. I've seen it in these training camp workouts where they're building that kind of depth where a guy can still go in, say you're a backup offensive lineman, you can still go in and get, a couple dozen real quality snaps on the offensive side just coming in off the bench. That's also why, and I think other coaches do this as well, at least several do, that there's not as much of a crunch from their perspective placed on the actual two deep. Who's the starter? Who's the backup? Because they know they've got to get all of those guys in to help make it. And never more apparent than what has happened this week with Trevor Gooseby suffering that bone bruise in his knee. So he's going to be down. Fortunately, it wasn't season ending or anything like that, and it may only be for a couple of weeks, but it may be a little bit longer. And building up that depth on the offensive line is a big thing for a guy who's a preseason All-American, All-Conference, and just expected to be the anchor of the offensive line.
Well, obviously, the narrative this year is all going to be around Arch Manning. And I said last year, I don't think Arch Manning could have lived up to the expectations that were put on him. It felt, as an outsider, it felt a lot like Chris Sims with Quinn Ewers, where no matter how good he was, it wasn't good enough because Arch Manning was on the other side of it. And I said I think Quinn Ewers might be the third best quarterback that's ever played at Texas, third most accomplished quarterback, and people were running him out of town with a pitchfork to see what Arch Manning could do. So I felt like there was a lot of pressure on Arch last year, and that him not having a great game against Ohio State, who ended up being the best defense in the world. So the narrative was written early that, Arch it's a disappointment. What's the pressure like on Arch coming into this season? And is it like it was last season? And is it something that's even possible for him to meet, given what he's got there?
Yeah, let's see if this makes any sense. I think the pressure is less, but the responsibility is more. When he went in last year, there was, like you said, the world of expectations on him. And there were two things really in play last year that factored in. One, he was Arch, and he was a first-year starter and was trying to learn a lot of things, even with all of training camp behind him and all that sort of stuff. And still, you're getting into the game itself. It's a different world. That's one. Two, they had 4 brand-new offensive linemen, and it made a difference. I mean, he didn't have as much comfort back there in the pocket as those guys were trying to, be better and learn. And I think we saw that in the second half of the season, AJ. The guy threw 14 touchdown passes and 2 interceptions in the final 6 games of the year. So he clearly elevated his game. But so, too, did the offensive line. I think they clearly elevated the game. The offensive line, again, we'll hope Trevor Gooseby's not out long, is expected to be much better this year. I'll be interested to see how Hollywood Smothers and Relic Brown do, the 2 running backs who transferred. And then, of course, everybody's looking at Cam Coleman.
Oh, my gosh. For good reason.
I want to talk about him in a second.
And the expectations on Sark, while off the chart, are probably every bit as off the chart for what Cam Coleman's supposed to do at receiver. Fortunately, he's got help out there as well with Ryan Wingo, with Evan Mosley. They've got some other guys there. So the responsibility is there for Arch to guide this thing and to do what he can do. But I think he feels a lot more comfortable this year, and with good reason, with the pieces around him.
I'll tell you, and just seeing him, the obvious maturation of a young man getting older, but mentally, he just looks like a different dude than he did last year. He's settled. He seems like a guy that's focused and understands his place in the world, and that matters. It really does.
He knows it's his team. And when he took several of the offensive guys down to New Orleans in the early part of the summer to work out together, to have some fun, to do that sort of thing, and have a little bit of Cajun cooking and all that other kind of stuff. That's that bonding stuff we always hear about what guys do, and I think that's a big part of that. So he is a lot more comfortable and relaxed. I saw it firsthand at SEC Media Days in Tampa. I could just see how much he was enjoying it. And I asked him, I said, is this a pain? Do you even like it? He said, I'll be honest with you. He said, I was dreading it for a bit. And when I got here, this is fun.
He's a Manning. He's born to this, man. He's a Manning. He's been watching this all his life, and it's so much easier.
And that's a great point, because he said my granddad and my uncles both told me, he said, you're never going to have quite the kind of opportunity like this again. Just enjoy it, go with it. And so he's done that, and I think that's made a difference in his whole demeanor to go with the confidence he has on the practice field with these guys. Now, obviously, they got to put it in practice starting September 5th, but I think they're coming from a much stronger, more relaxed and confident place than they were at this time of year.
When you've got a guy like Coleman, talk about the athletes, just the myriad of dudes you have watched all these years. I mean, the world-class dudes that have walked the 40 acres. And then I see Cam Coleman running around doing stuff that I can't believe has ever been done in Austin. He's just ridiculous.
That's why they wanted him, and I think he knew he could be that kind of a specimen of a receiver and an athlete. To his credit, as Sark says, he's been a great teammate. There hasn't been an expectation of check me out, I'm the guy, or anything like that. He hasn't been like that. He's been a regular guy around his teammates, and that's a good thing. And then you guys will definitely get an appreciation about this. And I know AJ especially will, having been around the program in the past. That video that we all saw, where he's incredibly elevating the air, it almost like you're hitting the B button or whatever, that kind of thing on Madden or something. That play, it was amazing. But yet, amongst a lot of the Texas fan base, the questions through social media was, boy, that pass looked bad. Was that Arch that threw that?
Yeah. Who the hell threw that pass? Maybe be on target. Oh, that's funny.
The answer to the question was Arch did throw it, but it was deflected. So it was that kind of thing. So, but he's pretty exciting. I think having the receiving core around him that they plan to have, and if they're healthy, then I think it makes Coleman all the better.
Last year, defense was good, not great. They lose some key guys. Anthony Hill, that's going to hurt. He was the big star, but then Michael Taft, Malik McDonald, they're off to the NFL as well. And maybe most important, how do you replace those guys? And most importantly, the games that they lost, Ohio State, Florida, Georgia, they just could not they could not get a pass rush going. What's the answer? And Texas seems like they've always had elite pass rushers, and right now I don't know that they've got that. What has to change for that Texas defense this season?
Well, they got one.
Colin?
They got Colin Simpson, the preseason All-American, and he can be a wrecking machine. But I will tell you, they've got other guys who make a difference. I think that Lance Jackson on the opposite side, he had a really good freshman year, but it was kind of lost in some of the things you talked about. That's a kid from up by Texarkana, and I would keep an eye on him off the other edge. I like Lance Jackson. And then, of course, in the middle, they picked up Raheem Biles through the portal, and he was a highlight machine. He was at Pitt. And that's a guy I think who can make a big difference for the Longhorns coming in the middle at linebacker. Ty Anthony Smith is another guy who's made some strides there in the middle. In the middle of the defensive front, you have Hero Canoes back for a fifth year, that monster of a guy who had transferred in a year ago from Ohio State. He started to become a factor late in the year. And in the secondary, Grayson Littleton had a really nice freshman campaign. I like him. They got Bo Masco, who transferred in from Rutgers. They'll have him on one corner, and I think Jelani McDonald helps quarterback things in the secondary at safety. He's a senior and a leader, so I think they've strengthened themselves in some areas that need to strengthen. There'll be some challenges, especially at a couple of the other spots in the secondary and the linebacking core, but I like the areas that they've addressed. That was one thing that Sark pointed out was, he said, we just can't, people think, okay, it's Texas, go write a check, bring a guy in. He goes, you can't do that thing, even if you did have the okay and the green light to do that. He said, you can't do it. You must address need areas. And I think they did that. They did that on the offensive front with Melvin Ciani on the offensive line. They did it at the running back spots, and obviously with Coleman on the offensive side. And then on the defensive side, the guys I talked about, also the additions can make a big difference.
What's the difference Muschamp's making? I mean, does it feel very comfortable, like he's been here before, or did he come here with a whole bunch of new tools and fun things to do?
I don't think it was anything shockingly different what he brought in. We all know what Will Muschamp can do, and AJ was around it when Coach Boone was around smashing up whiteboards and all that other kind of stuff back in the day. I think a couple of the players were asked, what's the biggest difference between the Pete Kwiatkowski defense and what Will Muschamp's going to be? And to a man, all of them said maybe a bit more physical, maybe a bit more relentless, maybe a bit more aggressive in terms of what they were going to do. But it's not a new world difference in terms of the style and scheme of what they want to play. But they will be more aggressive, I think. They will be more physical, and that always helps.
Well, let's get to the meat of this thing. Things look good on the field, but it is a relentless schedule. You talked about Ohio State, at Tennessee, Oklahoma, Florida, Ole Miss, at LSU, at A&M. What's the expectation in Austin, and is it a fair expectation this season, Craig?
Better handle UTSA when they come in, right? With 3.
Birds up, and God bless.
Yeah, there you go. I think they understand, and it brings up, AJ, a great question, and I've had all of the play-by-play guys from the SEC on my show throughout the course of the last 2 weeks with individual previews of their teams, and I've asked every one of them about the 9-game conference schedule, and all of them to a man say this, and I kind of agree with it, that, for fans, and for those of us who either broadcast the game or cover the game, the media, it's fun. I mean, we love that 9-game conference schedule. Coaches really kind of dread it because if you think about it, if you have a choice between, let's say, one of the other teams coming in, whether it be Mississippi State or having to go to Missouri, something like that, one of those teams, as opposed to another non-conference game against a team that the women's basketball coach Vic Schaefer would describe as a 3-name directional institution. One of those that, you understand that being on the mark and ready to go every week is quite the challenge. They found that out the hard way at Florida last year. So I think the grind of the schedule is also to be considered, in addition to the games that you named, having to go to Tennessee for the first time, having to play, the Red River rivalry is what it is every year in Dallas. We all have seen that. And it is different in that last year they were gone, I think it was 43 consecutive days between home games, something like that. They were gone basically the entire month of October last year. The Oklahoma game, they were the designated home team, but they did not play a home game in the month of October. This year's just the opposite. They're home the entire month other than the game in Dallas. But November can be a grinder. They got to go to Baton Rouge for the first time, I think, since 1953. And then, of course, there's that game over in the Brazos Valley day after Thanksgiving against A&M. So, it's a grind. It's going to be a tough challenge.
I think back to 2005 when Texas beat Ohio State in Columbus, week 2. That was the only single-digit game they played the whole season until they played USC. And then the next season when they I think beating Ohio State made them feel like they were unbeatable. And then the next season when they lost that game to Ohio State, the swagger of the team never felt the same. Do you think that week 2 game against Ohio State is that could determine the direction of this whole season?
Well, I do think this. The winner of that game is going to feel really, really good and be launched. The biggest difference, AJ, between then and now is we know with the playoffs that loss is not going to cripple you.
Right.
If you lose the game, I mean, look, the big argument for the anti-Texas group last year was, hey, don't lose to Florida in the playoff when Sark was campaigning for them in the playoffs. Sark's response was to say, if we didn't play Ohio State, if they played that aforementioned 3-name directional state university as a non-conference, then we're sitting at 10-2, and we're not having this conversation either. We chose to play that. We chose to keep that game on the schedule. Well, they did, and that game is still on the schedule. They were obviously going to keep the home return games this year against Ohio State, next year against Michigan. We'll see about that home and home that's with Notre Dame on down the line, but it can be a huge springboard to answer your question. You lose the game, you're not out of it. But then remember, you've got that 9-game conference grind, so you have very little wiggle room the rest of the way if you drop that game. That's the difference thing between 05 and 2026.
But also, don't lose to Florida.
Don't want that. But I'll tell you, with 9 conference games, I'm not playing anybody above Texas State and UTSA in non-conference ever again, man. It's just too dangerous.
And you know they're the one thing that they continue to mention about their non-conference schedule is they play representative, play a big opponent, and they have not played an FCS opponent since A.J. Hoffman was being a smartass on the air in Austin. 06, and that was the year they added the 12th game to the schedule, and it was a late addition to add Sam Houston because Minnesota dropped out. And so they had to add that one. That's the last time they played a 1AA or FCS opponent. They've at least played, you might say, bottom tier D1 opponents, whether FBS opponents, whether it be from the Sun Belt or wherever else. So they've done that. But having that marquee non-conference game does carry its share of the weight. So we'll see how that happens on September 12th.
All right, that is Craig Way, voice of the Texas Longhorns. We appreciate the time, Craig, and looking forward to the season. Maybe I'll see you up there for a game this year.
Thanks, brother. That was great.
Hey, I hope you come on up. Would love to see you.
All right, that is the great Craig Way. He and all our guests appear via the Buyers Barricade guest lines. Buyers Barricades providing traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond. Online at buyersbarricades.com. Let's see what's going on in Hollywood on the other side. It's the AJ and Rob Show, 94.1.
Be a part of the show. 210-656-3776. This is the AJ and Rob Show. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your midday commute, we are in good shape. We've cleared a lot of trouble. That road work at 35 northbound 410 to O'Connor has reopened. We do have some sluggish conditions along 35 northbound Riddiman to 410. 35 northbound Center Point. This is in Comal County if your travels are taking you into San Marcos this midday. We're getting reports of some debris in the roadway. It is taking up a right lane. 75 northbound at Center Point. Just now coming in, an accident, 1604 eastbound Bulverde Road. Left lane, 17-minute delay. Stop and go from Gold Canyon. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Fall Golf Classic is back. Round up your foursome, your work crew, your work day golf buddies, and get ready for a fun, laid-back day at Silverhorn Golf Club, Monday, September 21st. Lock in a team for just $500 for a foursome, or jump in solo for just $100 a player. The Fall Golf Classic benefits First Tee Charity. San Antonio Sports Star Fall Golf Classic, presented by the Law Office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and in part by Flight by Yingling and PPL Motorhomes. Grab your spot now at sasportstar.com.
Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. The hard iced tea taste you know and love, but with an 8% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real brewed tea, goes down smooth, and brings your daytime drinking to the next level. Just look for the bright yellow cans in the cooler and get ready to dial up the fun. Big flavor, extreme kick. Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Try the new Crispy Chicken Chipotle Bacon Melt Burrito. Loaded with Chipotle seasoned bacon. A brand new classic at participating U.S. Taco Bell locations. For a limited time only. while supplies last.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney who has practiced law here in San Antonio since 1994. Over the past 30 years, I've represented hundreds, if not thousands, of victims of negligent drivers. If you've been in an auto accident, you can choose a billboard lawyer, but I'd ask you to consider calling me. We have only one rule in my office. If my client's happy, I'm happy. My team and I place a premium on communication because I believe there can be no daylight between an effective attorney and his client. I do not charge for an initial consultation. If you've been injured in a traffic collision, just call my office, 210-900-0400. There's no charge. I want to make sure that the decisions you make immediately after an accident are smart decisions. The other driver's insurance company and your own insurance company will want to talk to you immediately after the accident. My advice: talk to me first. Many adjusters play fair, but I've seen more than a few that do not. If you've been injured by a negligent driver, call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400.
Life is meant to be lived in motion, in the moment, on the go. If a sports injury or chronic pain threatens to slow you down, hold you back, or take you out of the game, Christus Health is here, right where you live, with complete personalized orthopedic care. Because you have a lot of games to play, miles to go, and life to live. Christus Health, your life, our purpose. Find care near you at ChristusHealth.org.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is the AJ and Rob Show on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
I don't know how I feel about Craig saying all that bad stuff about me when I was young. I think maybe he's misremembering.
I think he is. It's kind of like childbirth. I think he forgot the pain.
Maybe it was another guy named AJ.
Yeah, I don't think I was that bad. I remember when I used to own the website craigway.com before I started working with Craig. And when you went to craigway.com, it directed you to Oklahoma Sooners football. And that was a bit that I did on the radio. It was like, oh, look, Craig Way doesn't even care about the Longhorns. Look at this. Go to craigway.com. And it was
nice.
And then, of course, when I got there, I was like, oh, hey, sorry, here's your website. You know, what a guy I was. What a guy. All right, 210-656-3776 is the phone number if you want to be a part of the show. Sorry, we went over a little there, Vic.
That's all right.
We're on track now?
Almost.
We're caught.
Not really.
Not really, no. I have no more time.
We're way off.
All
It's
right.
all good, though, man. He's
Okay.
good. Yeah.
All right. I'll try and be quick. The 2026 VMA nominations are out, and I bet $1 million you could never guess who got the most nominations. Someone who's a huge star.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Madonna.
See, we talked about this not long ago. This is going to be the fall. This next couple of months through Christmas, we're going to see a lot of Madonna.
Oh, my gosh.
She's gearing up. There's going to be publicity. There's stuff happening with this old witch. They're pumping her full of virgin blood, and she's going to get out and get the road. But this is going to be, the next several months, there's going to be a lot of Madonna talk.
Yeah, video of the year, Madonna. Artist of the year, Madonna.
Just warning
Song
you.
of the year, Madonna. She's up for all these things.
It's coming this fall.
What?
I saw that she had this record coming out, and then I started reading that the buzz was solid, and then I saw that she was scheduled to do a couple of other events, and you can just tell that the hype machine is building up for the fall, winter of Madonna.
Yeah, the Artist of the Year nominees, Ariana Grande, Bruno Mars, Madonna, Morgan Wallen, Sabrina Carpenter, and Taylor Swift. It's just wild that it feels like it's 1996, not 2026.
Very strange. And, we always wait for that third act, and here it comes.
I don't get it. I mean, and we heard some of the song. It's like,
I don't know.
What is this? And of all the artists out there, she got the most nominations for the VMAs. Just a wild. Didn't see that coming from a million miles away. How did this happen? What timeline are we on where Madonna?
Well, we've run out of options. There's nothing left.
You might be right.
Taylor just got married. We can't do that.
You might be right.
But Grande got to go eat a sandwich. Morgan Wallen keeps pissing people off. Well, let's just do Madonna. Why
not? Guess who is an abuelita? Salma Hayek is now a grandma.
What?
That's a gilf.
Yes.
Oh, yes, she is.
Yes. Her and her husband have an 18-year-old daughter, and apparently has also now has a granddaughter, and posted a video cradling the baby while she spoke Spanish to him. We are blessed to welcome the fourth living generation of Francois, who is, I guess, her husband. Although I will call him Panchito. He seems to love it, and I cannot love him anymore. Oh,
she's a gam.
Oh, now, am I wrong that Pancho or Panchito is like it's usually Francisco, right?
Normally for Frank, you get Pancho, yeah.
Yeah. So, and the French equivalent of Francisco is Francois. So I think she's married to a Frenchie.
Would you rather be a Pancho or a Francois?
Do they have a Malinois pet?
I don't know.
That would be good.
That'd be Belgian.
I don't know. Now, Panchito is different than Panoch.
No.
Yeah, I don't say
go
that.
there. No.
Okay.
That's for.
Okay.
That's for the cousin.
I don't know.
That's for the cousin.
I'm
that no
a gringo.
One likes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
We just call it pan.
Oh, pan. Okay. All right.
Not panaderia.
We're not doing
panaderia.
we're not doing El Tree soccer chants in here.
No, we're not.
All right. 210-656-3776. Let's go with caller number 3. You'll play the Double Dong Challenge tonight. Rangers and Nationals tonight at 7:05. You pick the Ranger who's going to hit a home run. You'll win a pair of tickets to an upcoming game. If he hits 2, you'll get upgraded seats and a hotel stay on us. All right, let's take our last break of the day. When we come back, we'll wrap up the show the way we always do by taking a look at the daily lines. AJ and Rob, 94.1.
The AJ and Rob Show. It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Cowboys just about to wrap things up in Oxnard.
They had their joint practice with the Saints on Tuesday, but that was more fight than practice. But we'll evaluate it with RJ Ochoa from bloggingtheboys.com.
And Von Miller, is he going to get his number 40? Has that been decided? We'll check in.
Chicken for life. The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I like shorts that are pretty short.
What do kids want to wear back to school? We ask them.
I love wearing things that make me feel confident. They have to be like really comfortable too.
Yeah. Nike shoes, running shoes.
Like I think I wear my Birkenstocks every single day.
I just wear what I want and I let other people wear what they want.
Right now at Academy Sports and Outdoors, get $20 off when you spend $100 or more on clothes, shoes, backpacks, tumblers, and more online only through August 19th. Fun can't lose.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. If you're over 40 and the August heat is taking its toll, it might be declining testosterone levels. If you want the energy, vitality, and endurance that you used to have, visit Synergenics to find out if TRT is right for you. Book your free T-test at synergenicshealth.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Progressive knows that boat days can come with unexpected problems.
Oh no, I dropped my lip balm in the water. I can't think of anything worse than the looming threat of potentially having chapped lips. It was ginger vanilla too, my favorite flavor.
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive, so you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in D.C.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
The Gomez Law Firm has been San Antonio's trusted law firm for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us today. Jose, tell us about the cases you all specialize in.
We do ride-sharing cases, we do 18-wheeler cases, work injuries. We will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
You know, life is too short to drive the same car every day. A Pascucci Prestige membership gives you access to an incredible collection of exotic and luxury vehicles whenever you want to change things up. Learn more at PascucciPrestige.com.
When's the last time payroll was the easy part of your week? With Gusto, it can be. Gusto is the all-in-one platform designed to take the hassle out of managing your team, from payroll and compliance to hiring, onboarding, and more. With Gusto, you can get back 2 full days each month with all the time you've saved. Go to gusto.com today and learn why over 500,000 small businesses choose Gusto. That's GUSTO.com. Gusto.com.
Let me ask you a question. Is your roof ready for anything? Well, Stevens Roofing, a locally owned company, has been serving our community for decades. Whether it's a commercial project or residential, or repairing your old roof, or maybe installing a new one, they've got you covered. And now Stevens offers solar. Stevens Solar Solutions can save you money and energy. Stevens Roofing, quality craftsmanship, solar solutions, and local expertise under one roof. Call 210-785-0994 or go to stevensroofing.net.
Empower.
After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he can be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
This is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
So, when I did the double dong challenge, when I solicited calls,
Jeez.
Vic had to go potty.
So
no one was here to answer the phone. So let's go caller number 1. You get to play the double dong challenge.
Yeah.
Now that Vic's all
I'm all better
he's all
now.
emptied out.
Just somebody dial so he can pick it up and get back to work.
Come on,
Come
Vic.
on.
You got one job, dude. One job. It's not-
One?
yeah, we don't ask you to do very much around here.
One
Are
job
you
at a
kidding?
time, anyway.
Oh,
Yeah,
one at a
man.
time.
Like,
All
dude,
right.
we're just like, hey, man, just do the least amount possible. Answer the phone. When we call.
Oh, I'm good at that.
I know, but until now, you can't even do that now. Give me a break. Did you see the military? Now you don't have to pass a BMI test anymore. Like, so you could still be kind of a big fat person as long as you're tall. Like, they've got a height to weight ratio now. So like, oh, you can't make the weight thing or whatever. No big deal. Do you pass the height to weight?
You got to remember, I was in the Air Force. That was a loose scale anyway. We didn't have athleticism was not primary concern for most Air Force recruits.
Dude, like you'd get moved out of our unit if you didn't pass your PT test.
You
like
should have seen some of the dudes I served with at the Air Guard. BMI was out the window, man. We could all do our job.
I guess if
just
you're
don't
like-
make us run half a mile.
Yeah,
We don't have to do that.
Dude, if you're part-time, I get it.
I mean-
but like, if it's your job, like, maybe don't be a big fatso.
Well,
Like,
I mean, we're not. If you're an Air Force type, most of us are sitting at desks. Hey, we're not lugging ammo. We're carrying calculators.
well, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I get you can be a little loose on that side of stuff.
Wow. I mean, what were you doing? You were like, you were working on.
I did munitions.
Yeah,
but
so
but that's not when I went through basic. I thought I was going to be doing something else. But
Okay.
But when I got to the Guard unit, I ended up doing something completely different.
First of all, I feel like everybody at basic training should have to like.
Oh, well, I mean, Air Force basic. I mean, there are the bare minimums that you had to reach, and we did have guys wash out due to just not being able to do anything. But quite frankly,
it ain't
Air Force
hard.
dudes weren't carrying rucksacks and sleeping out into the woods. We were trying to make it to the cafeteria in time.
Fair enough. All right, let's wrap up the show the way we always do.
It's AJ and Rob's Look at the Daily Lines with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
All right, friends. Major League Baseball. Will Paul Skeens get off the schneid?
Yeah, I put him on ice. We'll see you next year, Paul.
Paul Skeens minus 155 for the Pirates today. They're hosting the Tigres. It's an 11:35 Central Time first pitch.
His last time out, he didn't throw a pitch faster than 96 miles an hour.
Yeah, something's wrong.
there's
Something's wrong. Padres at the Mets. The Padres minus 135 on the road. Braves are at the Twins. They are even money. Same price both sides. Cubs, after a walk-off winner against the White Sox yesterday, they are favored again, minus 140 today. Clay Holmes going for the Cubs. What up, Holmes? Diamondbacks go with Brandon Pfaadt against the Red Sox. Red Sox minus 160. Marlins are at the Phillies. Phillies minus 125. Yankees minus 115 at Baltimore today. The Blue Jays bringing up the corpse of Max Scherzer to put on the hill today. They're at the Rays. Rays minus 195 favorites. Think about, Max Scherzer being like a 2-1 dog. If you would have thought we'd get there at some point.
You live long enough, that's what happens.
That's what happens. Reds minus 140 hosting the Cardinals. The Parker Messick-led Guardians minus 210 hosting the Giants. The Brewers beat the Mariners yesterday 22-0.
And the Mariners, they're going to get hot, though, man. They're about to find it.
It tied a record for the biggest shutout, which I can't believe that someone's ever done that before. 22-0? Bro, if it's 10-0, you got to put the sticks down. You're out. You got to wait. Give some pass the sticks to somebody else.
Did anybody witness the end of the game?
There's no way.
Was there anybody sitting in the stands at 21-0?
I guess
one more. I'm leaving.
I guess the Brewers, it's a home game. Maybe some people stuck around. I don't know how late they serve beer in Milwaukee, but I would have been long gone.
If you got a 22-point lead, you keep serving beer. We're not going to stop until we finish.
I think at that point, like, you might, if it's a blowout, you might leave early to beat the parking lot. I think when it's 22-0, you beat the parking lot if you stay late. If you stay to the end.
Well, I just want to be sure. I don't want to leave and have them lose. So
yeah.
At 22, we'll leave.
The Brewers minus 120 favorites today. The Royals. I kind of think I want to bet the Brewers, or I want to bet the Royals or the Mariners today to bounce back. You lose 22-0. Like, if you've got any ilk of pride, you come out and play better, right?
Oh yeah, I would go all. No.
Oh man. You got to be the bounce back theory. Plus, Logan Gilbert's pitching. They're like their best pitcher.
Oh, yeah. And Dumper's going to find it, man.
No, he ain't going to find it. A's at the Royals. Royals minus 160. The Rangers minus 130 hosting the Nationals. Kumar Rocker for the Rangers. Cade Cavalli for the Nationals. Angels at the Astros. Ethan Pecco. That's a made-up pitcher pitching for the Astros today, but they are still minus 155 favorites. And the Dodgers minus 190 at Colorado. So there's your schedule for today. The NFL gets underway tomorrow, week 2 of the preseason. Some of the games tomorrow: Texans hosting the Raiders, Chargers hosting the Niners, Jets at the Steelers, and we'll have all the lines for you tomorrow for those games. That is it. That's it. That's the whole show. It's all we've got. And we can't give you
We
no
ran
more.
out of gas 3 minutes too soon.
Yeah,
That's right. Thanks to Craig Way for joining us, the voice of the Longhorns. We're gonna Orale Way.
We'll get Mr. Monaco in studio or on the phone the next day or two.
Yeah, we're gonna try to
get
the Aggie side of things and see if they what the feel is like for them. But appreciate Craig spending some time with us today. Thanks to Dr. Jason Garrett, and thanks to you, the audience, for tuning in and making this such a fun. Oh, thanks also to Rick, the limo driver.
Yeah.
Who gave us some real good insight.
Yeah.
Real good
That was in
insight.
the 8 o'clock hour.
Yeah,
If you didn't hear this, go to the YouTubes, go to SA Sports Star, and go listen to a limo driver who will tell you about former Spurs that he drove around and things that went down.
That's right.
It's worth a listen.
The chicks that he drove to.
Yeah, it's worth a listen.
The merchandise.
The
he
seedy
delivered.
underbelly of professional sports.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Appreciate y'all. See y'all never.
Woo!